Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special birthday live stream. I'm your host, Brennan Mystical Nar, host of Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. So here's how it's gonna go tonight. I'm just gonna talk and we're just gonna have people in as they come along, and just enjoy some fun times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post the link, the StreamYard link in the chat. Let me do that. But yes, I do turn 40 in 5 days. This is an early birthday stream, and even though it's a Star Wars themed uh, podcast, we'll be talking whatever you want to talk about, and uh, I will be answering questions if you have any, and otherwise just talking about what I like to talk about. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm turning 40 in 5 days. It's funny because I already did my big birthday wish, and that was a month ago. Was to go to Rancho Obi-Wan in Petaluma, which, for those of you who don't know, is the largest collection of Star Wars merchandise in the world, owned by a guy named Steve Sansweet. I didn't get to meet him, unfortunately, but it was really cool. It was a really neat experience. It's in a kind of a out of the way kind of place, and it's funny. You drive down this side road in Petaluma, and you're driving past a bunch of like farmhouses, and it's just there. It's sort of there on the corner, and you would have no idea it was there. And it's in this long. So Steve Sansweet has this little house, and right next to the house is it's sort of a barn. It's really long. It's about the length of a football field, but I want to say maybe 20 feet wide, maybe 25 feet wide. It's a long, skinny building, and it is jam packed with all sorts of Star Wars merchandise, including a very limited number of actual props from the movie. Most of it is just memorabilia, action figures, collectibles, and even a poster for Star Wars. A banner for Star Wars made when they were promoting the movie at San Diego Comic Con in 1976. So it was an amazing experience. And I would recommend to anyone, even if you're not the biggest Star Wars fan, you should definitely go check it out because it was amazing. All right. So, as you want to come in, just come in. If you'd rather not, you can always ask a question in the chat. And if you're in waiting to come in, just give me a thumbs up if you want to. And if you'd rather not, that's fine. You can always ask me something in the chat. So yeah, well, let's see where to begin. It's really interesting. On a non-Star Wars related note, today, October 3rd, is Mean Girls Day. And I have to admit, I had never seen the movie until today. I watched it earlier this afternoon, the 2004 film Mean Girls, with a lot of actresses who really gone on to become really popular. Um, and it was really fun. It's definitely a cult film. It's definitely got, as you've probably seen online, some incredibly quotable lines um, that are, very memeable, as they say. All right, so we have our first person who wants to come in. Just let me know if you want to be on camera or off camera. Just let me know in the chat. So we'll see how this goes. Now, I'm not really used to StreamYard, so we'll see if I can make this work without too many hiccups. All right. So the first person who'd like to join us um, is my good friend Adelia Chamberlain from the Let's Get Ready Network, LGRN, which I would highly recommend people check out. So we'll bring her in now. Here's Adelia.
Hi, Brennan. How are you?
Hey,
Happy birthday.
thank you very much. How are you doing today?
A little better. I've been really sick for the last 2 weeks, but I'm finally starting to feel a little better today.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I mean, I know that lately, I think a lot of people
Yeah.
have been up and down as far as health lately.
Yeah.
Hopefully the fall doesn't, mess us up too badly.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. So, what's on your mind? Do you have anything question to talk about, or?
Well, I just first off want to say that you are hitting 40, which to a lot of people can seem like a really big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't think it's as big of a deal as they make it out to be.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're over the hill or anything like that. I did this 3 years ago, and the last 3 years have been three of the best years of my life. So I wish you nothing but the best ahead.
Well, thank you.
I just wanted to come on real quick because I'm still not feeling the best. To say happy birthday. I really enjoy all the streams that we get to do together. You come on our Rewatchers Council shows fairly often over on LGRN. You've
Mm-hmm.
had me on your podcasts before, and I just really love talking to you, Brennan. You're such a knowledgeable and intelligent guy, and I'm so honored to consider you a friend. And
Well, thank you.
I hope you have the best birthday 5 days from now.
Yes, indeed. It's funny because the going to uh, Rancho Obi-Wan
Mm-hmm.
was the big thing I wanted to do. This next week is just going to be family visiting. It's
Nice.
going to be just like um, hanging out with family, just chilling. Nothing too crazy. I'm not too big on big parties.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, but yeah, it has been really a journey to be part of the LGRN team. I have enjoyed very much being on the Rewatchers Council,
Yeah.
getting to watch Angel for the first time.
It's a trip. It's very different from Buffy in a lot of ways, but also very similar in others.
Yes, and certainly that's been a joy. And season 4 of Buffy has been a bit uneven,
Mm-hmm.
but we're about to get to season 5, and things are really going to pick up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Angel, because I've never seen it, I don't know what to expect.
And it's been so long since I've watched Angel that I don't know what to tell you to expect. But I do think it does get better than the first season, which to me is very uneven. The first season of Angel. It does get better from here.
Yes, yeah, season one I liked, but it was definitely unusual. It was different, and it has a similar tone with Buffy, but not quite.
Mhm.
Um, and certainly, it keeps a few characters, and then introduces some new ones, and we'll see where it leads.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like one episode in season 3 or 4 back when it was on TV, going, "What the heck is going on here?"
Yeah, there's a lot of that in Angel.
Yeah, it was definitely very um like I don't know who these people are. I don't know what's going on. Um,
They do have a pretty revolving surrounding cast to Angel and Cordelia and Wesley on that show, so
hmm So yeah, it's definitely an experience.
yeah, it is. I think it's good to watch. I think if you really enjoy Buffy, I think that there's a lot of value in watching Angel, but I don't know if I consider it required viewing for anyone that's just getting into Buffy now.
yeah, and that's so funny. I remember when Buffy was on TV. I would watch it occasionally, but I would usually end up like missing a whole bunch of episodes, coming back to watch it and going, "What the heck has happened to this story?"
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, so it really went all over the place, and it just brings my mind back to that era when it came out.
Mhm.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar was like in everything.
She was. She was in a lot of stuff.
It's the generation I call the MTV generation.
Yeah.
This is the era of like everybody was ever in the Scooby Doo films,
Mhm.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Matthew
It's
Lillard.
such an era, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of people who are like that definitely describes that era.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Matthew Lillard. I got to meet him a month ago.
I wanted to meet him when I went to 90s Con in Connecticut back in March, but the line to meet him was so long, we never got anywhere close to getting to meet him.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, it was really long when I went too. I guess people really, really like him, and
He's having a bit of a renaissance at the moment.
he is. And it was just interesting because he let me take a picture with him for free.
Oh, that's really nice of him.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy, taller than I thought he would be. I guess I never thought of Shaggy as particularly tall, but
Yeah. You know who is surprisingly tall to me is another actor from that sort of generation of movies that was going on back then. Ethan Embry
mm,
was much
hmm
taller than I thought he would be. He's taller than me, and I'm 5'10", so I wasn't expecting that.
yeah. Well, it's funny because celebrities are either a lot shorter than you think they are, or a lot taller than you think they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. It's been interesting because I'm trying to remember when I first became aware of the Let's Get Ready network.
Oh yeah.
I think the first guy I met from the group was Justin Hamilton.
Mhm.
He's a character all in of his own.
Yes, he is.
And then I think you guys started the LGRN, and I was one of the early patrons of that, which has been fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like 5 years ago, more than 5 years. I'm not sure.
Almost 6 years ago that we started LGRN, and
Oh my word.
it'll be 6 years on April Fool's Day next year.
Nice.
So we started it right at the beginning of April in 2020, and a lot of different evolving people on the channel and stuff, but the core people still the same. And it's been so great having you be a supporter of LGRN and being on the shows. And I love it when you give us a topic like you can on our Patreon for two people on the crew to just talk about. We've talked about some really interesting stuff
But we
because of
have
your
we
stuff.
have my favorite one we ever did. It was me and our friend Jess
Mm-hmm.
and why am I blanking? Dagan.
Dagan.
And we talked about our favorite ships,
Mm-hmm.
as in romantic ships, and that
Mm-hmm.
was great
Yeah,
because
that
it
was a good
all
one.
went so well until I sent it flying off the rails. If you remember, I said my favorite ship from fandom is Dedra and Cyril from Andor.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, what did season 2 of Andor give us?
Yeah.
Almost everything that me and Dagan and just joked about happened on the show.
I think that was the episode where Dagan pulled up the subtitles for that one scene in Andor season 1 that just said Dedra panting.
Yes, I remember that. That was disturbing.
Yeah.
Which, it was so funny because we're getting closer and closer to Andor season 2. And I kept thinking, they're going to totally make them a couple.
Oh yeah, they had to.
And then it started and went, yep, they're a couple. There we go. With all the twisted grossness that we had joked about.
Yeah.
All the disgusting possibilities. That was a lot of fun. I remember doing that episode with you guys, and I was starting to build up to say who I thought my favorite ship was.
Mm-hmm.
Just guessed it before I even said it. She had a feeling where I was going with that. Because I said they're disgusting, but I want them to be together because they're both evil.
Yeah.
And they ended up together and went, okay, well, there we go.
Yeah.
And going, I never want to see that again.
Yeah. I almost did that episode instead of Jess, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly. And my favorite ship would have been Aunt Becky and Uncle Jesse from Full House.
Oh gosh, yes, there you go.
Yeah, love them
Well, that
so
is a
much.
blast from the past right there.
It is. But I think I've seen every episode of Full House at
Yeah,
least 5 times now because of reruns and stuff. So, they're my favorite.
I mean, my mom was obsessed with that show, so when I was a kid, we'd always watch it.
Yeah, we always watched it too.
I go back at it now and go, this is really cheesy.
It is very cheesy, but it's like peak 90s TV.
Yeah, it had to be a little bit cheesy. That's part
Yeah.
of the fun.
Yeah.
I've been on a sitcom kick lately. What I do is, because I tend to get a lot of anxiety in the evening
Mhm.
before I go to bed, I always need to watch something to just kind of de-stress.
That's smart.
So lately it's watching sitcoms, and particularly the classic sitcoms. Like, I've been going back to the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Sanford and
Oh, love
Son.
that.
I just finished Golden Girls. Now I'm watching I Love Lucy.
That's great, Brennan.
I rewatched all of Home Improvement.
Oh, loved that one too. Watched that every week when I
I
was a
watched
kid.
all of Cheers, believe it or not, all 11 seasons. And then there was one that I didn't watch at night because it was too freaky. I would watch it in the afternoon.
Mhm.
I binged all of MASH as well. So
Oh, that's a great great TV show.
Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely not a one to watch
not
before you
one to
go to
watch
bed.
right
No,
before you go to bed, no. But that's a great TV show.
because it's so funny because I can't think of any other show that balances comedy and drama so well.
Mhm.
It's so funny and so heart wrenching at the same time.
It is, yeah.
So that I didn't watch Lower of Dead, that I watched in the afternoons.
I watched that on Nick at Night back when I was a kid.
Ah, yes.
Nick at Night was my jam, man. I watched all the
I
old
do
classic
remember those
sitcoms on Nick at
days.
Night.
Yeah, I do remember the old Nick at Night days. Actually, anyone in the chat, if you got any favorite sitcoms, throw them out there.
Yeah.
Now, and for me, I don't know if I could say what my favorite sitcom is. I think that moving into the modern era, Community, I really like.
I haven't watched Community.
See, Community to me is the anti Big Bang Theory.
Mhm.
Big Bang Theory is the other nerds, haha, how funny.
Yeah.
Community is the let's explain that, let's explore that.
Mhm.
Also, Abid Nadir, played by Danny Pudi, is a better representation of autism than Sheldon Cooper is.
Yeah.
I mean no disrespect to Big Bang Theory, but I think Sheldon's um, an insulting portrayal of a neurodivergent person.
I would agree with that. I watched Big Bang Theory for a few seasons because someone told me that Sheldon was the most asexual character they'd ever seen on television. And then they introduce Mayim Bialik as Amy Farrah Fowler, and I was
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
don't need to watch this anymore.
No, no. And so Community, I would definitely recommend.
Okay.
It does a lot of great movie and TV riffs.
Mhm.
And I think that the reason they do it is not just for the fun of it. That's how Abed sees the world.
Yeah.
So that's how they. The only way you can have any emotional expression is to do it through the lens of movies and TV.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of great, hilarious riffs on that. Let's see. Captain Hopper in the chat says Nash was great. Community, I have not. Well, Community, yeah, but Futurama, he also mentions.
I've not watched Futurama. I don't really watch a
And
lot of animation.
I have to confess, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah. Animation for me is hard because I'm a facial cues person, and a lot of the 2D, especially animation, I just don't get facial cues, and so I
Mm,
can't really
good point.
connect to how the characters are, like, expressing themselves.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Chris Ryans and Captain Hopper mentioned Scrubs.
See, that's another one I didn't watch.
I have not seen Scrubs, and Doug Clarman mentioned Even Stevens.
I don't even know what that
Or
is.
Evan Stevens, or however they said the name of the show.
Is that one of those, like, Nickelodeon Disney Channel
I think
shows?
so. I think it was.
Is that the one Shia LaBeouf was on?
Oh, I think
Douglas in the
so.
chat, can you answer that for us? Yeah,
I want
I
to
didn't
say it's
watch
Shia
it.
LaBeouf. I want to
I
say.
know he was on one of those, but I don't know which one he was on.
Yeah. As far as it's so funny because I didn't grow up. He says yeah. He says yeah. Even Stevens says Shia
Okay.
LaBeouf. Oddly enough, I did not grow up watching Boy Meets World. I know that's a big deal for a lot of people.
I did watch Boy Meets World growing up.
I know that even someone who didn't watch it like me knew that Mr. Feeney was one of the great characters.
Mr. Feeney was amazing.
And I do believe the actor who plays him is still alive.
He is, yeah. He still goes to Comic Cons too.
Oh, well, I'll have to get to meet him someday. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I never watched Growing Pains. Never watched Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Saved by the Bell was a big one for me and my sister. We sat there and watched
Yeah.
that every morning.
So it's like I'm a great 90s kid, and I'm also a dad 90s kid because I didn't watch a lot of
No, I don't think that makes you a bad 90s
the
kid. Like,
90s kid stuff.
yeah. Saved by the Bell was just like Saturday mornings. It was Saved by the Bell, and then it was followed by California Dreams. And then when the actors got too old to keep playing teenagers,
Yes.
they became there was Saved by the Bell, the college years, which lasted for one season in prime
Oh,
time.
yeah.
And they had like the special movies where like Zach marries Kelly and they go to Hawaii and all kinds of weird like stuff like that. But then they did Saved by the Bell, the new class. There was a lot of Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. It's so funny. Buffy might be one of the few shows that started out as a high school show, became a
Hmm.
college show,
Yeah.
and didn't lose anything in the process.
Yeah. I'd say Dawson's Creek as well
Uh,
kept up the momentum of being high school to
that,
college pretty well.
that great premiere episode where a guy was in love with his teacher. Oh, goody.
Oh, uh, we
There's a
we
few things that maybe haven't aged well.
yeah, well, we talked about this on the debut of our Rewatchers
Yeah.
Council, Dawson's
Hmm.
Creek, which is on hold at the moment because Brandy obviously preparing for her wedding to Justin.
Well, yeah, that's
I've
going to
been
be
really
kind of fun.
sick. Lots of stuff's been going on, so we've put that on hold for the moment. We've done 2 episodes, the first 2 episodes. But we talked about in the premiere episode with Ferris, who has never seen the show because he was not alive when it started airing. That this was right after the Mary Kay Letourneau
Oh,
stuff.
yes. Oh, yes.
And so they were attempting to do that storyline basically on TV. And they were the
Yeah.
first ones that had tried it, I think.
I guess the question would be, what direction did they take that?
I mean, they took it pretty far.
Because if you try to make it too you try to make it too lighthearted, then that's not going to work.
No, they took it very seriously.
Because it's like, well, you're dealing with something that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that we talked about on the show is that they're like the most articulate, like 15-year-olds ever, just by the way
Mm,
the dialogue is written on that
good
show.
point. Yeah.
And then they take they do take the storyline with Pacey and Ms. Jacobs very seriously.
Yeah, because, in the 90s, and even to today, there are still some people who refuse to take those kind of stories very seriously in the sense of
Yeah.
they don't realize it's not something you can have fun with. It's not something you can
No.
say, way to go, dude. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Which does remind me of the movie May Descender. Did you ever see that?
No, I don't think I saw that one.
Came out 2 years ago. It was Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman.
Oh, was that the one that kind of did the Mary Kay Letourneau
Yeah,
storyline
Natalie
too?
Portman plays an actress who's going to play Julianne Moore in a biopic. Julianne Moore's character was like the Mary Kay Letourneau type character.
Mm.
I gotta say, that movie was amazing because in subject matter you might think is extremely distasteful, they managed to walk that tightrope really well.
That's good.
And it ends up becoming, you never feel sympathy for Julianne Moore's character.
That's good because you shouldn't.
And so, yeah, I know that Dawson's Creek had dealt with that back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, a lot of people didn't take it very seriously at the time.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Which is really kind of gross if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that being like an international news story
Yeah,
back
and
then.
a bunch of guys were like, "Go, way to go, man!"
Yeah,
It's like if we gender reverse that, you wouldn't be saying that.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, no, the Dawson's Creek's not one that I grew up with. I know a lot of people my age did. I know that I don't know if I ever really got into any of the teenage dramas of the time.
Not like the Felicities and
No,
all of
never
that?
really. Didn't really get into any of that.
Yeah.
I guess the only one that I was into is Buffy, and that was its own thing.
Yeah. Buffy was so different than the rest of them, though, because it was high school into college and teenage angst and turning a young adult angst and all of that.
And
But there were
monsters.
vampires and monsters and demons. There weren't that in the other ones. They were
Yeah,
just real
and I know
life.
that definitely when you're a teenager, when people are teenagers, it definitely feels like they're fighting demons all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
So to make that manifest was a really cool idea.
Yeah, it was.
And there's a reason that the show is still popular today.
Yeah, I can't wait to find out what this revival that they're doing is
Yeah,
going to be.
that's an interesting point because it's Sarah Michelle Gellar is basically in charge of this new show.
She's definitely part of the people in charge of it, yeah.
She's definitely, I mean, is the one calling the shots of who's in, who's out.
I
And
think
they've got
she
some
has had
interesting,
probably a very clear idea of where she'd want to take a revival for a while, and then along came these producers and Chloe Zhao and said,
yes,
"Let's do that."
and getting someone like Chloe Zhao, an Oscar-winning director,
Yeah,
getting Ryan Kiera Armstrong from Star Wars Skeleton Crew,
she was amazing in Skeleton Crew. I loved her character,
very
so
good, and just to see where they might go with it, and of course to see the return of the grown-up Buffy Summers to the big screen, or
yeah.
not the big screen, but the little screen,
The screen.
the screen, and maybe some of the other actors. I don't know.
I think that some of the other actors are probably going to be involved. I don't know who though. I haven't heard um any other casting updates beyond Ryan Kiera Armstrong and some of the people that are going to be playing the younger group of kids.
It would be interesting to see where they go with that, because it's so funny. Because Buffy as a show makes sense to those of us who grew up then.
Mm-hmm.
You might have younger folks today going, "What is this world that they're living in?"
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as that first episode of Buffy starts, the clothes, the hair, the music, it is all like from another time.
Yeah. It takes me right back to high school.
Yeah, and the kids today are really going to look at that going, "What?"
Yeah. I think that the themes of what they deal with in Buffy, though, like transcend
Yeah,
the time period it's set in.
those are eternal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's why you can watch a show like Buffy or a show like Dawson's Creek and still get a lot out of it even now. But
Yeah, but definitely, I'm sure a lot of the kids are like, "Well, mom and dad, is this your time?"
yeah.
Or ask their older aunts and uncles, like, "Oh, wow, is it like that?"
Yeah.
It's a you wouldn't believe what it was like back in those days.
Yeah.
All we had were the flip phones and all that stuff,
Oh yeah, the flip phones.
and all just the fashion and the style of the time. Well, I know that I certainly didn't go to a club like the Bronze when I was in high school.
That's the one thing about that show that has always confused me. Why is there a club that teenagers are allowed in?
And who knows what they're drinking in those solo cups?
Exactly. It's weird.
Yeah, it was a different world then, as Captain Author says in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a
it is
different
funny
world then for sure.
going. I didn't have a club that we went to.
No.
I'm sure I had friends who faked IDs and all that stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
not me. I was too much of a I'm not gonna do that kind of kid.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't wanna don't wanna get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
It's so funny because me and my siblings are probably compared to some the most boring teenagers. Because we didn't sneak out of the house and go to a kegger or, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't do any of that either.
yeah, my parents were totally like, wow. And they hear stories of other kids in the 90s going, oh, well, my kids certainly weren't like that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a different time. But I know that Sarah Michelle Gellar was interesting because now she has two teenagers. She and Freddie Prinze Jr. have been married for
Mm-hmm.
20 years, I think. And their
A
kids are
long time,
teenagers.
yeah.
And she showed Buffy to them during lockdown.
Oh.
And I'm like, that must have been awkward to go, yeah, there I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, particularly the romance stuff might have been awkward, but
Yeah. As Snark, the host of the Rewatchers Council, Buffy and Angel Editions, likes to say, he was 200 and something years old and she was 16. That part is a little weird in
yeah,
retrospect,
and
but
definitely.
there's just slightly weird things about Buffy like that every once in a while.
Once in a while you go, oh, this worked today.
Yeah,
But certainly, one of the most iconic shows of that time,
it definitely is.
particularly in sort of the fantasy genre.
Yeah, because there wasn't a show like it before. I mean, I know there was the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie with Christy Swanson,
Ah,
which
yes.
I've never seen. But
I've seen parts of it.
yeah, but there just weren't shows like that at that time. I see Captain Hopper says like
Yeah,
Twilight.
and
Twilight also one of those ones where you're like, I don't want to think about this age difference right now. There's a
yes,
lot of stuff about
exactly.
Twilight that I don't want to think about actually.
Well, my friend made us watch it for a watch along a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching it going, what's with all the shiny skin? What's going
Oh
on?
yeah. The first one, or did you watch all five
Just
of
the
them?
first one. Just the first
Oh,
one.
you're lucky. I read those books
Oh,
because someone told me, because I like to write on my own time, just as a way to pass, um, get my anxiety and feelings about things out.
mhm.
Someone told me, read the Twilight books, you'll feel better about yourself as a writer. I definitely did after
Oh,
reading them.
well, if you think about it that way, that's a great idea.
Yeah. I don't know how those books ever caught on and were so popular. The movies were also very popular. I think Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson do the best that they can in those movies. But I'm sorry, the ending. I'm just gonna spoil Breaking
Yes,
Dawn
I
for
think I
people.
know about the infamous ending.
The ending where they have had a child who, for some reason, is named Renesmee, which is not
Yes,
a name.
Renesmee.
And Jacob, who has been in love with Bella this entire time, who is a werewolf, imprints on the child. The child is like 2.
Mm.
There's just a lot of really weird stuff in Twilight that I just can't get behind. But I know a lot of people really love Bella and Edward in that love story. I don't see how you can, but that's my opinion. Other people have the right to their opinions.
It was so
But the
funny.
Jacob and Renesmee thing, I can never
Yeah,
get
that,
past
that
that.
doesn't work. No.
No.
There's an interesting phenomenon during the Twilight era of all the teen girls who liked the books, but also their moms who liked the books.
Oh yeah.
And their moms would go to the theaters with them, all dressed up in their,
Yeah.
leather boots and stuff. It's like, what is going on here?
Um, I sort of Twilight was definitely that generation's like vampire thing. It's made for teens, it's marketed to teens, and they sort of attach themselves to it the way that we attached ourselves to Buffy back in the day.
Hmm.
But the moms, I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah, that's disturbing if you ask me.
Yeah. Like I get the Harry Potter families, where the
Yes,
parents would dress up and take their kids and the kids would be dressed up and everything because that's much more family oriented
yes.
than Twilight is. Um Twilight's just very weird.
Well, you know what's weirdest is that the writer is a member of my church.
Interesting.
Yes, she lives in Arizona. My brother, he didn't meet her when he was on his mission in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the area that he was serving in.
Mm.
She lives there, and yeah, she's a member of our church. I keep joking with people, don't try to read too much into that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I told my friend Dorina, don't try to overanalyze the movies that way.
No.
It really has nothing to do with her beliefs.
No, not at all.
Though our good friend Drew has found a few things that are similar,
I'm sure there probably are a few things that are similar, but
but other ones I'm like I don't know this lady. I don't know her work. I don't know.
I don't know if she's ever written anything else but Twilight. Has
Well,
she?
she's probably made enough money. She doesn't have to worry about it.
I mean, that's probably true. I see Captain Hopper in the chat saying it kicked off that whole YA fad.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
some of the
yeah.
YA movies that were made were better than others. I think the Hunger Games ones are excellent.
Yes, those are good. Yes.
The books, I had trouble reading the books because they're in first person. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't want to be Katniss. I want to read about what Katniss is doing.
Yeah, Doug Claremont, so she has a few other books.
Okay. Obviously, I've never heard of them.
But yeah,
I'll never
Hunger
read
Games
another
is
thing that
more.
she's written.
Hunger Games is movies. That was more my speed of things.
Yeah.
The dystopian science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne Collins, I think her name is.
Yes, Suzanne Collins.
No, I have not seen the latest Hunger Games.
I haven't either. I haven't either. And I haven't read that book yet either, so.
Yeah, the
It's a
Ballad of
prequel.
Songbirds
I
is
know that.
next.
It's a prequel.
Yes, and certainly you have to mention the late Donald Sutherland.
Yes.
Who was excellent as President Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that man never got an Oscar nomination for anything?
That's insane, honestly.
I mean, it's got, he was in movies like JFK, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The list goes on of what he's been in. I mean, Ordinary People, for heaven's sake.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the great actors who never got an Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Doug Claremont mentions the Maze Runner series.
Yeah, I haven't seen those movies.
I have not seen those. I know that this is also the Divergent years.
The Divergent years, yeah.
Or some people like to call it the detergent years.
I don't think they even finished making the Divergent film series. I could be
Yes.
wrong about that.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a lesser version of the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think that was back in the day where they were like, oh, Twilight did well, Hunger Games did well. What other YA book series can we adapt? And they just started trying everything they possibly could.
I would argue the best YAs I had ever read have oddly enough been Star Wars YAs.
Star Wars YAs are really good.
Because the authors are actually putting a lot into it.
Anything written by Claudia Gray is excellent.
Yes, Claudia Gray, yes. And they just finished the High Republic book series.
I need to read that. I haven't read any of it yet.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed those thoroughly.
Yeah, I need to get like an Audible subscription or Kindle Unlimited or something and read those because I don't have them yet.
Yes.
I have some of the books in hardcover, but I haven't read them yet.
I would argue that maybe they do maybe stretch out the story longer than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to put my tinfoil hat on, I think it's because people really liked the characters and they didn't want to see it end.
Yeah.
And I can understand it because it really introduced some great new Star Wars characters. And to think a book series introducing characters that are now some of the favorites of everybody. Now, interesting. So Doug mentions, do you think any High Republic characters or aliens will show up in future projects? Now that's interesting. It's obviously in the case of the Acolyte, that's not going to happen, at least not right now.
The Acolyte just didn't work. I mean, I think I enjoyed it more than most over at LGRN.
Yes,
but,
I certainly had a few discussions with the LGRN folks.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed it more than most over there, but a lot of it just didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, certainly Vernestra, who's one of the High Republic characters, was in the Acolyte.
Okay.
The Acolyte was far enough removed from the High Republic books.
Yeah, because that was towards the end of the High Republic, right?
There weren't going to be a lot of crossover anyway.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I agree with you, Captain Hopper. The Stranger was the best part of that
Yes,
show.
I mean, Manny Jacinto was terrific.
He was amazing.
But yeah, Doug, I don't know. That's a really good question. I think that the sky is the limit as far as Star Wars is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the Acolyte doesn't continue, I'm sure that they're going to continue the story somehow.
Yeah.
Comics, books, games, you never know.
Mm-hmm. I think a High Republic game would be really cool.
Oh, yeah, a game based entirely on the High Republic would be really cool. Certainly, I hopefully don't see, this is just my opinion, the villains from the High Republic again, because I didn't really enjoy the villains as much as the heroes.
In the books?
Yeah, I felt like the villains were almost too overpowered.
Mm.
And LGRN is the network that Adelia is one of the hosts of.
Yeah, we have 2 channels. The post credits is our entertainment channel where we do the Rewatchers Council that Brendan is on often, and then we have Good Friends Better Rivals where we cover sports.
Yeah, so it's the Let's Get Ready network.
Yeah,
it's an offshoot of the. Well, in case you don't know, Doug, there used to be a trivia league, a movie trivia league called the Schmodown.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to play on one of the junior leagues. But Adelia and a few others started a group to kind of track the.
Yeah, we were a Schmodown after show.
The matches, yeah.
Yeah. We started as a Schmodown after show in 2020.
Kind of an ESPN breakdown of the Schmodown.
Yeah, I feel like we did that pretty well.
I miss those days.
I miss those days too. And then we transitioned when the Schmodown ended into covering entertainment and sports. We still have a show about the Schmodown, Nostalgia Crackdown. We didn't do it this past month, but we're going to get one out next month, hopefully.
And I know that you guys covered when I was in the first class league.
Yes. Yes.
Which is a junior league of the Schmodown that unfortunately ended when the Schmodown ended, so I didn't get to go very far.
Brendan is selling himself short here when he says he didn't get to go very far, because when the league ended, he was the Star Wars champion of the FCL.
Yeah, okay. And so the eternal FCL Star Wars champion.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, and I agree with Captain Hopper. Those were good times.
They were good times, yeah.
You know, I was just thinking the other day of our good buddy Kevin Snets. And what a journey he went on during the Schmodown.
He did, yeah.
It's hard to believe that it's been 5 years almost exactly since he announced his cancer diagnosis.
Yeah. And then they had the Smash-a-thon.
Yes.
Which I don't really remember anything about the Smash-a-thon because I was preoccupied that weekend because my dad was in the hospital.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
But I've been told that the Smash-a-thon was a great success for Smets and his family, and that remains one of the things that I'm very proud of about the Schmoedown community that
Yeah,
we
I mean,
had.
it was crazy the fact that so he gets really sick. They organize a 24-hour live stream fundraiser,
Mhm.
and then it keeps going, and it turns into a 48-hour live stream.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And he went into remission, so I remember those days.
Those were the
It was
days
an
when
emotionally very fraught time.
yeah, and those were the days when a lot of people were still working from home, and it was the pandemic still and everything, so people were more apt to stay up for all night
Yes,
and things
I do
than
miss
perhaps
those.
they are
I
now.
mean, I miss it, but I don't miss it.
I miss a lot of things about that time period. I miss video karaoke that we did with our
Oh,
friend
that's
Drew
true. That's
over on
true.
Twitch. Um, I miss lots of stuff about that time period, but much better place for the world to be in with people allowed to go outside and
Yeah,
work and
I mean, that
things.
was. I mean, thankfully, in our court where I live, we were able to go outside and on the porch away from their neighbors. Because if I had to stay in all day,
Mhm.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah. Like we could go outside here where we live too, but you go in anywhere, you got to wear a mask and I
Yeah,
didn't mind doing that cuz I didn't want to get COVID, but I'm glad I don't have to wear a mask anymore.
yeah, me too. It was hard for me to wear a mask with all this mouthpiece I got here.
Mhm.
But yeah, I miss those days. Kevin is such an inspiration. And I do miss the good fun of the snack talk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because Doug, if you didn't know, they structured it like professional wrestling.
Yeah, it was structured like professional
The
wrestling, but the
managers would come
matches
out.
were real.
Yeah. The managers would come out, and the players would talk smack about the other players.
Mhm.
And then they'd do the match, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's
And of
a
course, the big
channel
belt.
on
The big
yeah,
belt. Mhm.
yeah, there's a channel on YouTube called the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Archives that has, I believe, every match that they ever had for all 9 seasons of the Schmoedown, if you wanna check it out.
Now, mentioning other LDRN people joining us with you, Adelia,
Nice.
is our good troublemaking friend, Justin Hamilton. And here he
Hello.
is.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
Justin.
How are y'all doing? Hello.
Doing good. Thanks for coming
I'm
in.
good.
This is like weird. I don't know what it is, but it seems like my camera is like facing the other way, like mirrored almost.
Nah, it looks normal
Yeah,
to me.
it's fine to me. I mean, that's usually how you're sitting in the shots.
It just looks higher than usual.
Yeah, and I also have. I thought it had me facing the other way all the other times I was using it. But how you doing, Brendan?
Doing good. Doing good. Adelia and I are just reminiscing on the old Snowdown days.
Schmoedown. That's been a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, I do
Been
miss playing in
gone
the
for a while.
First Class League.
Yeah, we just passed the 3-year anniversary of it ending,
Yeah, and
October 1st.
I was kind of hoping that I would have ended up moving up into the
Mhm.
Snowdown. But given some of the questions they were giving to the Star Wars players,
Yeah.
like Alex and Lily Damon, I'm like, no way, I don't want to answer those.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, do you know everything about Star Wars? And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, the we just covered the 5150 on an episode of Nostalgia Crackdown, and the questions that Alex Damon and Andrew DeMolanta answer in that match, I'm just like, how can you possibly know that?
Yes. Ah, yes, the Bevalantas and the Damons, the power couples of the
Yeah.
Snowdown. And of course, I mean, and then
I like
if you count Rachel Cushing and Sam Levine,
Mhm.
they're another one
if
of
I
the
like
power
really
couples
hunkered
of the
down.
Snowdown.
If I really hunkered down and could like sat there and ran all the characters' names and everything, like some of the generals and everything through my head, I could probably remember some of them. But I was never good at that. But I could sit down and talk about pretty much all the movies, all the stories, a lot of the EU stuff and lore, and talk about like what happened story wise. In a lot of cases, I might not be able to remember like the person's name right off the top of my head right that quick, but I can tell you like what happened with the stories. I mean, some people are just good with that, and some people are better the other way.
It's true.
Because I mean, I could tell you almost all the questions they answered. I could tell you like what was surrounding it, what happened in the movie during that time, all that good stuff, or like even some of the stories that they were covering that wasn't even in the movies when they started adding some of that. But yeah, sometimes I couldn't remember if it was Admiral Piet or one of the other guys that did something and got those confused.
Yeah, well, you know me. I probably could tell you, but I mean, as much as people I think I know Star Wars, I know nothing compared to Alex Damon. Or a good friend, Alden Diaz. I know nothing
Yeah.
compared to him. But it's always fun.
Well, I mean, it's almost kind of unfair.
Yeah, to a degree.
It's almost kind of unfair when you take content creators that they literally make a channel based on only that stuff
That's
because
true.
they like go back and they take like pieces of the lore, old stuff, then they make videos on even some of the new stuff, and they go like they study it because it's like a job. So if you're doing those kind of things, you're gonna accidentally learn more than others and stuff. So that makes it a lot easier than if you're a person that's just trying to like, study for like a quiz or do something like that. You're not sitting there doing it all the time. You're not like all into it. You're not reading every single one of the books so that you could do reviews for every book, every story, or like I said, people like Damon and like Star Wars Theory that goes back and does like old school recaps of like stories that people don't even know about, or like old EU stuff, and then talk about like what it was, or even make their own like special things, and obviously like theories about what they thought was going to happen or could happen or something like that. Like when you're doing all that all the time, you're going to have that knowledge in your head. Because I can do quadratic, or I used to be able to do like quadratic equations and math like pretty easily.
Oh, yes.
But if I sat down right now and tried to do one, probably not. I ain't did one in years.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've gotten a bit rusty with my Star Wars knowledge. I still know that I know a lot, but there's a lot that I'm like, I knew I memorized it, but I can't remember anymore. So,
Yeah.
I mean, my brain's starting to go. And but yeah, I miss those days, and I also don't miss them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to have to do all that studying again.
Yeah. I can understand that.
But I certainly am enjoying. I'm very much looking forward to next year because we get 3 major projects. We have the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Mm-hmm.
We have season 2 of Ahsoka. And we have the Maul Shadow Lord animated series.
Yeah.
Which I'm very much looking forward to. It's definitely not as much as was released over the past few years, but that's probably because the streaming model worked really well during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not so well now that we're out of it.
Yeah.
But regardless, I'm looking forward to all 3 projects. I can't wait. I'm just excited to be in the movie theater again for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that. I mean, certainly, we recently, Andor was amazing recently. Skeleton Crew was a lot of fun. I missed that
I
show.
loved Skeleton Crew.
And because Andor is very hard to watch. Skeleton Crew was easy to watch.
Yeah, I still only made it through the first arc of Andor.
Mm-hmm.
It just jumps my anxiety up way too much.
Yeah, the anxiety levels go up on that show. It's great. And it looks like, though, that with, like, Mandalorian and Grogu, it's going to go back to being kind of that fun,
Yeah.
pulpy, ridiculous side of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I like.
Yeah.
So can't wait for that. We're like 8 months away from that. About 9 months? Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
To be in the theater again. And Justin, any thoughts or
Douglas
questions
had
you want to throw out to me?
Douglas over here had a question in your chat. I don't know if y'all actually saw that or anything.
We addressed that one a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think any of the High Republic characters. I mean, I ain't saying never. It's according on what they do time period. One of my biggest things is if to me, they've got to get out of their way. They've got to go out there and take chances. Hopefully, some of the stuff they got coming out is going to be pretty good. I mean, I think Mandalorian Grogu is getting done just because I think that's their like as far as Disney goes, like least controversial thing they put out there. As far as like a lot of people did like at least the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to put something out there that they don't have to really take a chance on. Then I think if they go through with the James Mangold Dawn of the Jedi movie and stuff, I think that's like them finally taking a chance to go into like say Old Republic stuff.
Yes.
To have like a beginning there. So I hope that movie does really well because then you can have some really cool stories told like during the Old Republic time.
Yes.
I've always just thought my game plan would have been if I would have been over Star Wars from the very beginning, I would have had. So like from the very beginning, I would have started out with my sequel series like they did, like The Force Awakens. That would have been a movie. But then like the next year, instead of trying to put out like the sequel to that, I would have had like an Old Republic style movie. And I would have had it like switched over. So even though you were doing a Star Wars movie every year, maybe even a couple of projects every year, you was always kind of rotating it. So it wasn't like the same thing or it wasn't that continuous story. So it was something different, even though it was like a new thing. It was also something different so that maybe people wouldn't get stale on your thing. And it would have gave you time to me to like flesh out more of the stuff instead of trying to rush it out because you knew it was going to be big money. As soon as Disney bought it, you know that whatever they put out there was going to make a lot of money. Just even if people didn't like it, they're still going to go see it because it's new Star Wars and everybody wanted it. So
yeah, and certainly The Force Awakens made a lot of money. My goodness. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think it's the third highest grossing film of all time or something like that.
Oh, look.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the I think it's still the first highest grossing in
North America.
In North America, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, North America. So, like domestic wise, I think it still holds the record.
In North America, yeah. You know, it's so funny. I remember exactly seeing Force Awakens for the very first time. In the theater at AMC East Ridge here in San Jose. I believe it started that morning at like 11. So I was in the theater at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there were a lot of people in the theater that early that day, I remember. And really, I remember the moment where I went, okay, I'm into this. Rey has been inside that crash Star Destroyer. She gets out, she slides down a little toboggan down that sand hill. And John Williams' music started up, Rey's theme.
Mm-hmm.
That's the moment I went, okay, I'm into this. To say what you will about those movies, John Williams, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Always delivers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny, because when and if the Rey film finally comes out, if it does, I would hope that he'd still be alive to compose it.
Yeah.
That's hard to say though, because he's 93. So
I just
Yeah.
don't think that's gonna
Nah,
happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
because when you're that
I
age,
wish
it's
that
really uncertain.
I wish that I went to one of because he went around doing those concerts and stuff. And one of the coolest things that I heard people say or talk about, I think I even got to see like a video that somebody had recorded where you could see a little bit of it. Was they would show scenes in the movies, the old school movies, that was like without his music. So you would hear the sound effects and everything else, but you wouldn't hear the music in the background. And then they would play the scene again, but this time with the actual orchestra playing his music, exactly like it was in the movie. And you would be like, holy crap, how big of a difference this makes. Like how awesome this makes the movie even more, like way better than what it would be without the music. And that shows you how powerful like John Williams and what he was able to do. You even think about Jaws and everything else. There's tension moments that wouldn't be as intense if it wasn't for like John Williams's music, playing for Jaws and movies like that. So Indiana Jones, all these movies.
Yeah. Okay, I looked it up. Star Wars The Force Awakens was the third highest grossing film of all time. Now it is behind, it's been passed up by Endgame, which is now second, Avatar The Way of Water, which is now third, Titanic slipped down to fourth, and then I'm guessing this is a Chinese film, Ne Zha 2.
Yes.
So it's in sixth now.
Yeah.
It's an anime. I think is it still number one domestically though?
We'll look.
Force Awakens.
I think it is. I don't think Endgame passed.
Yeah,
it
it used to hold that
domestically.
record. Endgame couldn't beat it, even though Endgame beat it total money. Endgame still didn't beat it domestically. It beat it like worldwide total.
Yeah, it's still The Force Awakens. Endgame was about $70 million behind it.
Man,
It
crazy.
wouldn't surprise me if they try to do something Endgame in a few years where they re-release it and then try to add to that total.
Maybe.
That's what they'll try to do.
My niece
Probably.
is chasing the
I
cat.
think so.
But I don't know if it'd make $70 million on a re-release.
I wonder how much money this third Avatar film's gonna make.
That'll be interesting.
Are people still interested in that?
I'm not. Tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see it, but I'm not super interested necessarily.
I didn't see the second one.
The second one was okay. It was okay.
I don't remember anything about Avatar, and I know I saw it in the theaters twice, and that told me that I didn't really care for it all that much, because I'll remember something about movies that I like.
Yeah, I mean, it's it is what it is. It's Ferngully in space.
Yeah.
It's Dance with Wolves, Last Mohicans, Last Samurai.
It's just crazy to me how much money they make. Like I get that they make a lot of money, but how much money they make is like because they make kudos amount of money. And to me, the stories in them aren't that good. Like they're okay. I'm not even saying they're trash, but like it's people go and see them, I guess, just because of like the visuals and stuff, which are really done really well, obviously. And because of who it is, he always tries to add things to the movie, like that might somebody haven't even tried before, kind of situations, which is kind of cool to see, like especially maybe in the theaters, and maybe that's why it makes so much money. But yeah, it's like tough to me to be like, oh, how does he deserve this much money? Just because, like I said, the stories are okay, but it's not like groundbreaking story parts of it, and that's what I care about the most. Like to be honest with you. When it comes down to stuff, you got your fun movies out there that you can watch that just has some moments that you have fun with that you throw on in the background or something like that. But usually that's not movies that you get crap tons of money, because like usually it's a ripping story that gets people in there. And like sometimes you get lucky and get both, like Star Wars, the original Star Wars, you had the cool looking graphics for the time, plus you had a pretty good story they put together.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes from here. It'd be interesting when Cameron is done with the Avatar movies, what he's going to want to go on to next.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly, I very much like his films in the 80s. Very much. Love Terminator 1, Terminator 2, The Abyss, Aliens. I think that that was probably his high point as a director, but certainly he has a vision for these Avatar films, and we'll see how it does.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, we're getting into award season for the movies. They just had the Toronto Film Festival and Telluride, and now we're getting into kind of the build up to the Oscar potentials, which is always the time that I look forward to. Any of your thoughts on any of the movies you've heard about?
I haven't heard about any of them, honestly. I know that
I'm
there's
not.
that.
Okay.
I was gonna say I know there's that one with The Rock that came out, the Smashing Machine or
Yes,
something.
it just came out, I think.
Yeah, I've heard that it's not doing very well at the box office. I don't know if that would harm it from getting any awards contention or not, but
well, lately all the awards nominees have been movies that made like no money, so
that's true. That's true. But that's the only one I've really heard anything about.
Yeah, I know that some people have speculated that Sinners might get some nominations.
I could see that.
I have it on my watch list. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm probably gonna watch it closer to Halloween. Oh, it came out in June, and it's a vampire Halloween type movie.
Yeah.
But it did well, made money, got
It's good. It's really good.
Michael B. Jordan, of course, is in like every Ryan Coogler film.
It is a really good movie. My movie of the year, and the one that if it doesn't get any kind of reward recognition, then I know. Well, I've already kind of known the Academy Awards are kind of biased when it comes to say like it used to be like they try to put more and more in there now about the comic book movie genre because of how popular it got. They finally tried to start doing more of that, but they've always been like they don't like horror. It's really tough for like a horror movie to get any big time recognition. But Weapons should be up there. It's to me my favorite movie of the year. That includes Sinners, and Sinners is either like second or third best movie I've seen all year. And they happen to both be like in sort of the horror genre.
But I heard good things. Yeah, you're right.
It's a great story. The way they tell the story, all that stuff.
Yeah. Horror kind of gets left out by the Academy.
Yeah.
Horror, fantasy, sci-fi, those things kind of don't do well. With awards.
And I recognize for like the years, right? But I recognize over the years that like there were time periods where you wouldn't give horror like best picture nominations because a lot of times they didn't have like really good stories or whatever. It was just like horror. It was just like fun, campy stuff. But like over the years, it has progressed to there's a lot of horror films out there with like these super great stories that are told like they're with the horror mixed into it. And like I just feel like always to me the awards are always lagging behind it. It's always like they're giving an award to somebody that they should have gave to them sooner. And it's almost like some people even call it like a makeup award. Right. It's like you're late. But it is what it is, I guess. I've never been big into their awards.
No, for me,
but I've never been a big fan of the awards.
Give me a window into what movies I should watch. Whether the winner or not,
it's like
the nominees are ones where I'm like, oh, let me go and check that.
It's like the opposite. Yeah, it's like the opposite to me. Now, if I have like some friends or people that's close to me that's like, y'all, man, this movie is legit, then and the Oscar people are like saying it's good too, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I got to jump on that one. I've got people that I know that's already seen it, talking about how good it is along with the Oscars. So when those two people agree, usually it can be like some great stuff that I might have missed out on. But if I see the Oscars go out to like a movie, a lot of times, like I'm just like, it don't affect me none. I don't like look at that, see them win an award,
Oh,
and think I should go watch it. Because a lot of times I get let down. Because if you're winning an award to me, you're like the best of the best. And when I watch something and I'm kind of like meh on it, or sometimes not even like it at all, period, it's like, oh, bro, like this is supposed to be the best of the best, and
that
it's
was my
not.
reaction to
Now,
it.
but like now, if I were to watch a movie because it won like the Sound Award, you know, or like say the soundtrack or whatever, you know, I don't know, that's not the soundtrack, but you know, whatever the
Score.
what is that one called?
The score.
Best score. Yeah, so like best score. Right, and I went and watched the movie, but the movie wasn't that good. But that would be dumb of me because I'm the award it won is for the score, not because it was a great movie.
Yeah.
So like you have to judge it based on that. But the main thing I'm talking about is like the best picture award. It's like that should be a really good movie, even if it's on a genre that it's not my favorite. Like I should still go out of it and go, okay, I get why people that especially likes this kind of movie thinks that. And there's a lot of times, man, I come out of there going like, bro, this should have been like 4 other movies that won this. And I'm not the person that says that like just because a movie makes a bunch of money, it should win. A lot of times that's not the case. That doesn't make it a super great movie. Or even a good story. Like a lot of the comic book movies shouldn't be winning Best Picture, but there are some that should have got at least notoriety for. Two of y'all's, which I mean, I like Lord of the Rings as well, but you know, finally, like the first movies that really got that kind of thing that I would consider sort of like comic book, even though it's fantasy or whatever, would be Lord of the Rings when it got all those awards that year. It was like, okay, finally they're recognizing one of these films.
Yeah. Still waited till the third film to give it like hardly any awards though. I don't think the first one won anything.
Four Oscars.
4 Oscars, and then the second one didn't win that much
2
either.
Oscars.
Yeah. So for it to get all 11 that night was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that goes back to me as like the makeup session. It's like, oh man, we probably screwed the first one and the second one. It probably should have won more, especially like the wardrobe and freaking design and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then they get to the last one and they're like, well, we're just going to give this last one everything. We're going to try to make up for it in one movie.
It's sort of here's the awards for the whole trilogy.
Yeah. Instead of judging them on individual movies, it does feel like for the whole trilogy.
If you lump it together as 11.5-hour movie, it absolutely deserved all those awards if you lump that together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the last 20 years, there was a time back in 70s, 80s, 90s, where the Best Picture winner would be a movie everyone had seen.
Yeah.
About 20 years ago, that all changed. And so the last 20 years, from 2004 to now, the winners have been movies that some of them people have seen, but others like it won, but nobody talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody talks about Slumdog Millionaire anymore, really. Crash, The Hurt Locker, The Artist, no one talks about.
Yeah.
Argo, and a few other movies that just nobody really. Birdman, nobody really talks about. It's kind of. I know that my reaction to last year, seeing Honora win, and I did see it.
Yeah.
I come out of there going, what the heck did I just watch? And then it wins this picture, and I'm like, really? That movie? Yeah. In my own opinion, I think 2024 was a weak year for movies.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
2023 was a really good year, I thought.
Yeah.
Bar the Oppenheimer and all that stuff. And so I don't know what this year's going to be like.
Yeah. I feel, was it 2024 that got hurt by the fact that there was the strikes, the writer strikes, and the
The
actor
strike was in
strikes?
2023.
Yeah, so it'd be the movies that came out in 2024 that would have been the most affected by it,
That's
production
true.
wise and
That's
writing and
true.
everything. So I feel like that really affected like the slate last year.
Yeah, and also last year was the Amelia Torres year. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I saw the movie
Mm-hmm.
and I went, what?
Yeah.
I'm
I
like, why are the awards committees making so much of this movie?
I was very confused why it was a musical.
And not a very good musical at that.
No, but I was very confused that they'd make a movie about that subject matter and make it a musical.
Well, the director's French.
Yeah.
And, Zoe Saldana winning the supporting actress, I'm like, what? She did what? I don't know.
I
It
feel like
didn't
that
really
was one of those
catch.
ones that it was like, okay, you're due out of this group kind of votes,
Yeah, I mean,
not because of the actual performance.
watching it, I mean, that movie was ridiculous. Honora was ridiculous. The Substance, I just was like, what?
Yeah. Just the mere concept of the substance creeps me out.
Yeah. And also the fact that the last 20 minutes of that movie go completely insane. Dune Part 2 was good. Wicked was good. It was a good year for animation last year with Inside Out 2, the good robot,
The wild robot, right?
Wild Robot, and Flo, Flo, the cat one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good year for animation. Maybe not a good year for live action. But I guess, in my opinion, the year peaked early last year.
Yeah.
Because to me, Doom Part 2 is the best movie of 2024. And that came out in March. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. An interesting year. Hopefully this year is better with the awards. But there are a few films on my list of what I want to see. The top prize winner at Toronto was a movie called Hamnet by Chloe Zhao.
Okay.
Certainly we have the third Knives Out film,
Mm-hmm.
Wake Up Dead Man, which is getting good reviews. You've got this Jay Kelly movie with George Clooney, and a few others that are getting some attention for the possibilities of being at the awards. And I think that it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out when all is said and done.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly I'm looking forward to watching Sinners as well, which will be in a little while. So yeah, it should be interesting to see where the year goes.
Yeah, I always find the Oscars interesting. They just don't dictate what I watch.
Yeah, no, and the ceremony itself is always been kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, in my honest opinion, the last time we had a good ceremony, maybe it was the time that Hugh Jackman hosted.
See, I don't even remember that.
But in the old days, like Billy Crystal, and Johnny Carson and Bob Hope, those were the days.
Mm-hmm.
it feels like none of the hosts lately have been able to get to that level.
Yeah. I thought Conan did a decent job last
Yeah, I
year.
think he's coming back again, I believe.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes. But I think it's really interesting that I like the Oscars in the sense of giving me an idea of what to watch, but
Mhm.
the the ceremony itself is not something that I really care that much about. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not looking forward to the show itself.
Yeah. I mean, we've done a watch along of it for the last 2 years over
Mhm.
on LGRN. Me and Brandy and Star just like watching the ceremony and also critiquing the fashion because
Yes.
that's what we do.
Oh yes.
But that's fun. But like, I don't really care about the ceremony. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't watch it otherwise.
And it feels a little strange too, in the sense of it's all these movies nobody has seen.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, the average person has not seen. And so you have all the celebrities really just being there to congratulate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that there are people watching who haven't seen any of the movies.
Yeah.
Probably going like, well, I heard that movie was good. Okay.
Yeah, or they're people like my mother who has never heard of any of the movies.
Mm.
And we tend to do a little intra-family predictions thing just to see who can predict them right the most, even though none of us have seen any of the movies that are nominated usually, or maybe one or two. And somehow my mom, who just picks based on, oh, I like that person, or I'll go based on that name, always wins.
Yes, you told me about your mother's ability to predict the awards.
She predicts the awards. She predicts the winner of the Kentucky Derby every year. Like, it's crazy how she can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I usually do the guessing on the winners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually not that accurate in my guesses.
I'm not really either. I think I won the predictions on our watch along this year. But like, I also just listened to some podcasts about it too because I didn't know where to start because I hadn't seen any of the movies except Wicked.
Yeah, I mean, I try to see as many as I can.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for me, especially to see the Oscar nominees usually because we only have a very small movie theater here, and none of those movies ever come here.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. It is very. I mean, it just feels. The Barbenheimer year was a good year at the Oscars because they were celebrating two of the biggest movies ever in the last few years.
mm-hmm.
And also the fact that the Best Picture winner was a movie people actually saw.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer made $1 billion, so.
yeah.
And
I
Barbie
think,
made almost $2 billion, so, it's.
yeah. I think that's why they tried to do that popular box office award or whatever it was.
Oh gosh, that
That
award.
just doesn't work. That it just doesn't work because like you're giving a movie an award because people went and saw it. That doesn't mean it was the
And
best
they go
movie.
online and vote, so they can vote for anything.
Yeah, exactly. It was very, and the
I
Golden
mean,
Globes need to get rid of that because they have that now.
yeah, and I remember when the Oscars did that thing of doing that a couple of years ago, where the audience at home
Mm-hmm.
was able to vote on it, and somebody had predicted that a bunch of people were going to get together, get a really crappy movie, and vote for that.
Mm-hmm.
And they did with that Cinderella film with Billy Porter,
Oh yeah.
which, is the movie best left forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And so I noticed the year after they didn't do that award again.
Yeah.
And hopefully they don't do anything. And then also that year was the let's give some of the awards during the commercial break.
Yeah. I'm glad they don't do that anymore.
It's like, wait, you gave Hans Zimmer his second Oscar, but you didn't show it on TV.
Yeah.
That feels a bit insulting.
It was insulting to the people that won those awards.
Yeah. I just hope that this year is better and a bit, classier. I mean, I don't know. Some of the humor can always be kind of cringy.
Mm-hmm.
Moments where you go, that was a great show, except for that moment.
Yeah.
And I don't know that having the whole, who was that? John Cena being naked on stage. I don't
No.
get that.
No. No.
Yeah, that was
Don't get it
definitely
either.
one of those moments that are like, what?
The one from this past year that got me was the James Bond tribute. But let's get 3 singers who didn't sing the James Bond songs to come sing the James Bond songs.
And to have what's her name dancing.
Yeah. I didn't get that.
Whose name I'm drawing a blank on.
Was it Margaret Qualley?
Margaret Qualley, yep. That must have been her audition. I don't know.
I don't know. It's very weird.
Yeah, I mean, the Oscars are always going to have moments like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I think that, we talked about the best Oscar hosts. The worst Oscar hosts of all time, I think, were James Franco and Anne Hathaway.
That I'd agree with.
Either of them were Seth MacFarlane. Which is weird, because you go, wait, somebody as talented as these people can't host an award show?
It's a different type of talent
Yeah.
to host a show like that.
Yeah, and I don't think, and oddly enough, Neil Patrick Harris didn't make a very good Oscar host either.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because he's a great Tony's host.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of those weird things. Well, let's see. What else is going on that is of interest? I think that, right now, I mentioned to those listening and to you, Adelia, some of the shows that, because I'm not really big on the Emmys,
Mm-hmm.
but I was invested this year because Andor got nominated for stuff.
Yeah, I was glad to see Andor got nominated for stuff.
And win the Best Writing Emmy, which is great.
Yeah. I mean, I know I've only seen the first arc of Andor, but definitely seems like that was deserved.
Yeah, and I did watch a few of the other shows. There were a few I didn't. I didn't watch The Pit. I know that one.
Ferris absolutely loves The Pit.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know if I want to watch a show about medical injuries.
Yeah, no, I can't watch medical dramas.
And
ER scared the hell out of me as a kid, so I can't watch medical dramas.
yeah, and but I did watch. I've never seen The White Lotus.
Me either.
Don't really care much about it, but I did watch Severance, both seasons.
I have not watched that
And
yet.
I actually like that show quite a bit.
Yeah. Drew has tried to get me to watch that show. I just
It's
haven't done it
good.
yet.
I mean, it's very there's still more story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But Andor, and then over in comedy, I haven't really seen. I've seen Abbott Elementary. I love that show.
I haven't watched that.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Um, but yeah, the Emmys I'm usually not big on. I figured that the Pit was going to win Best Drama
Yeah,
because they always like to go with the hot new show.
they do. They have a tendency of doing that.
The only thing I'm still upset about with the Emmys is that Andor didn't get any of the actors nominated in the main uh, lead or supporting categories.
Yeah.
And they did, and the same thing happened to season 1. So that was a little disheartening
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if I'll ever see. I don't know how much opportunity other Star Wars shows are going to have at the Emmys.
Yeah.
I mean, Andor is one of those anomalies.
Andor's such a well-written show, and it's serious drama. It's not so much about the Jedi conflicts or things like that. Like an Obi-Wan Kenobi was. Like, I just don't know if there's going to be another show that's as good as Andor is, that is treated as seriously as Andor was,
Yeah.
to catch the Emmys' attention.
Because our viewers know how much I really like a lot of the other Star Wars shows. And
Oh, I do too.
I think that it was very interesting in the case of Andor to see people who are not Star Wars fans saying how much they loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you can go into it without knowing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, if you've seen the original trilogy, you've seen the prequels, you kind of get the idea. And the cool thing is that for those of us who are deep nerd Star Wars fans, there were a few things in Andor that went, that's a nice little connection, but not anything you had to really know.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, I think if someone were to ask me, is it the best Star Wars show? I don't know how I would answer. I know that there were some people who said that this is the best Star Wars there's ever been, and I disagree on that point because I think that the original trilogy to me will always be the best Star Wars.
Yeah. I think to say that the best Star Wars is something George didn't do is kind of like not right.
Yeah, and also the fact that
Like, there's been some really good Star Wars that George has not done. But to me, I think it's really hard to say the best Star Wars was created by someone other than the creator of Star Wars.
and it would be weird to say that the best Star Wars is the show that has no Jedi, no
Yeah.
lightsabers.
Yeah. I think
Very,
it's the
very
best
little mention
live
of the
action
Force.
series they've done, bar none.
Yeah, very little mention of the Force. You know, it's. I think it's hard to be the best Star Wars.
Yeah.
When you're the least Star Wars.
Yeah. I think it's
There's
the
a
best.
reason Star Wars is what it is.
Yeah. I think the best of the live action series is definitely Andor. But it's not my favorite. My favorite is Ahsoka.
Yeah. And Andor would not be a favorite.
Yeah.
It's a favorite in terms of, incredible storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Great dialogue. Maybe some of the best dialogue. But
Yes.
is it something I could sit to watch again and again and again and again? No.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear you say that Ahsoka is your favorite.
It is my favorite. Yeah. I love Ahsoka. The character of Ahsoka. I just love Ahsoka.
And I love that show is fantasy.
Me too.
It's
Like, I'm
Lord of the
so
Rings meets
intrigued.
Star Wars.
I am so intrigued about Ahsoka being on this other planet in a different galaxy. Balin's still there going after whatever he sees in the distance
Yes.
while he's standing on statues of the Mortis gods. Like, I'm so
Yes.
intrigued.
To me, it felt very Lord of the Rings meets Star
It's
Wars.
very Lord of the Rings meets Star Wars.
Even down to Ahsoka going from Ahsoka the Grey to Ahsoka the White.
Yeah. I got a little Chronicles of Narnia in there too.
Oh, good point. Good point.
I mean, even is it the last episode is named something like the Jedi,
The witch and something like that.
something, and the Warlord. So
Yeah, I'm excited for season 2. I'm sad that Ray Stevenson passed away.
yeah, that's tough. But I'm glad that his
Passed away,
character's
he was
gonna.
so good.
I'm glad that his character's gonna live on, and they're not gonna just like forget about that.
I like the fact that they are not going to just abandon the character, and they're not going to replace it with a CGI double.
Yes,
They got Rory McCann from
he'll
Game
be
of Thrones,
great.
whose character's name I forget in Game of Thrones.
I'll look it up real quick because I wouldn't know. I've never
Or
seen
his
Game of Thrones.
nickname. Do you remember what his nickname was? It's not the Mountain. That's the other guy.
The Hound.
The Hound. He was terrific in that.
Yeah.
And I think if anyone could step into Ray Stevenson's shoes, he can.
Mm-hmm.
But Ray was just such an amazing performer. Big guy. I mean, my goodness, he's huge. With those big blue eyes that he had. Balin, to me, was such a fascinating character. Because he was a villain, but he also wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike most of the Star Wars villains, he had a sense of honor.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see where they go with the character. And I love, of course, live-action Thrawn.
Live action Thrawn, played by Lars Mikkelsen. It's perfect.
Yay! Rosario Dawson, I love as Ahsoka.
I think she does really well as Ahsoka. I like her better in the Ahsoka series than I did in that one like episode of The Mandalorian that she was in.
And Natasha Leigh Bordizzo as Sabine.
Oh, she's great. I'd never heard of her until she got cast in Star Wars, but she was fantastic.
And also the fact that she looks like Sabine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's almost like a one-to-one visual thing.
I really like Imanis Fondi as Ezra.
He was perfect, yes.
Yeah, he really had the mannerisms and everything down really well.
Getting to see the return of Hayden Christensen.
Oh, that episode is one of my favorite episodes of TV.
We could go on about his performance in the prequels.
Yeah.
Which has a few ups and downs, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
But getting to see him return to this show after all these years with this great storytelling, also bringing in elements of the Clone Wars, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah. I loved it.
Really was able to reevaluate I think a lot of people's appreciation for him.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim 3 years ago. When surprise, they had him and Ewan McGregor come out on stage unexpectedly. I was in the room. It was a
Mm-hmm.
stampede.
Oh, I bet.
I'm just so happy to see that. I mean, because if we look back, there were legitimate criticisms of his performance.
Yeah.
But a lot of the hate he got was just not kind.
It wasn't kind, and I think a lot of it had to do with the way that George portrayed the character with the dialogue he had to say.
Good point.
Because, I mean, he could have made that whole story very different, but he didn't. And I don't know. I don't really judge any of the actors on their performances in the prequels because they had to say some of the most ridiculous stuff sometimes.
It's true, but I think some of the amount of hate he got was just
Oh,
unnecessary.
the hate was unnecessary. The
And
amount of
there's a
hate
reason why he kind of went
Jake
off.
Lloyd got was unnecessary as well.
Yeah, I really hope that Jake
Wild.
Lloyd has that day when he can return and everyone celebrates.
Yeah.
But getting to see Hayden in the Ahsoka series,
I really like that.
getting to see him appear at the celebrations and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and to see how much love is developed over the years,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. And it's really extraordinary to see kind of the love that he's gotten in recent time, because I think that enough time has really gone by
Mm-hmm.
that people can really, I think, take a step back and also realize that there was a whole generation of kids who grew up on the prequels and had a love for it
Mm-hmm.
that I think a lot of us maybe don't quite grasp. Those of us who are older.
Yeah. I saw the not the Force Awakens, the Phantom Menace for the first time with two little boys that I was babysitting,
Ah,
and they love Star Wars because they loved the prequels as kids, and it just I didn't see Star Wars the original trilogy when it came out, obviously, because I was born in '82.
mm-hmm.
But I watched them for the first time when I was 15, when they were on TV, and just fell in love with Star Wars. Didn't think we were going to get any more, but we got. I didn't know the Phantom Menace was coming out the year I turned 15. It did. I'm fairly certain it did. Or was it the year I turned 17? It was
Yeah,
one
it's
of those two.
1999, yes.
Yeah, so it was the year I turned 17. But I think it was announced the year I turned 15. I didn't know we were going to get more. And then I was so excited when we were going to get more. And then just to watch those movies for the first time through the eyes of those two little boys I was babysitting, it sort of changed my opinion on them. They're still not my favorites, but I fell in love with the stories that were being told more than the performances that we were having in the movies. Because, like, I love Padme. You and I talked about this when I was on your podcast. I love Padme.
Mm-hmm.
She's a badass. I love that Leia's mom, even though Leia never knew her, was such a badass. Like, that is a lineage of women that is great. There's a lot I love about the prequels, but I'd never say that they're my favorites. But I really love and appreciate the fact that for an entire generation, they are.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that. I really, just the fact that, I mean, I know that for me, the, I think that I have come to enjoy the films more, um, than over time. I certainly don't love them on the same level as I love the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But the amount of just the fact that the more I watch certain parts of them, the more I realize how much I really enjoy certain parts that just really um make me go, man, I like this scene or I like this moment. Or in the case of it, the the sense of the music and things like that. It really is extraordinary. It really is. So today we have another friend who just subscribed to the channel.
Nice.
A couple weeks ago, we've hung out a few times together. Joining the show. So if you don't mind, I'll bring him in with you.
No, that's fine.
Here we go. Hello there, my friend. How you doing?
I'm feeling an orange. Hey, y'all. Happy birthday, Brennan. You don't look a
Thank
day over
you.
30.
Oh, thank you.
How you doing? I know I'm really late to the party. I was
Yeah,
just recording.
It's all good.
Like, I was just recording my Honest to Quad episode with Jeff Qualio.
Yes. Oh, yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm excited. My actual birthday's in 5 days, so
Say again, I'm sorry.
yeah, I got 5 days till my actual birthday.
Oh, okay.
But so I'm enjoying these last bit of being in my 30s.
Yeah. Soon I'm going to be like, what is it, less than 2 years. I'm going to be turning 30. So yeah,
Oh man.
I understand.
Oh man, now I feel old.
You feel old. I'm 3 years older than you, Brennan.
Well, I mean, a lot of the people I hang out with, like our friend Scotty Gyro,
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the same
he's
time,
10 years younger than me, so.
I mean, like, you knowing me is like very recent, so it's not like you've known me since I was like a little kid. It's
That's
different when
true.
like I feel old seeing like my brother who is now like about to turn 14, and I remember holding him as a baby.
Yes.
So
Well, it's funny because my oldest nephews are turning 13 later this year.
Oh,
So I'm
and
going to be the uncle of teenagers. Oh boy.
I didn't catch the name of your guest. Hello,
This is my friend Adelia. Adelia,
Hi.
this is Eric.
Adelia, America.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, Eric Elliott. He and I have been on a few groups together.
Yeah, like we've definitely appeared on the same screen before, as far as Bombadcast. Like what was it? Scotty, what was like eating crawfish?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, and I need to probably get you on my show sometime.
Yeah, and maybe I should have you as a guest on mine.
Yeah, I mean, either way, that works for me.
Yeah.
So you, what are you most excited about in Star Wars in the next little while?
I'm really intrigued what they can do with this Rey movie. I'm like, Rey is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Fascinating what they can do is like making her leader of a Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
I'm interested what they're going to do for a villain. I hope they go a little more out of their comfort zone for a villain. Like I don't just want someone to show up with a red lightsaber and like, I'm bad. I'm like,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like an idea I thought of that they could do is that what if there is like a issue with their whatever the equivalent of the Third Republic is, like not the New Republic, the new Republic.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if like they like have many issues they used to have back in the day of like, what if like they look down upon Jedi? Like they see like all the issues that they've had stems from like them being involved.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that theory before. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's important to not just make them the new empire, like actually make them different, make them not like just be authoritarian, like have them be a little more nuanced in like why they're doing something that's bad.
I mean, if they were a political faction within the Republic,
right?
I think that speaks a lot to what's going on in the real world right now.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I think we get a little bit of that in like the books. Like you definitely get the sense of that. Like, what is it? In like the Leia novel they did a couple years back.
Bloodlines.
Yeah, Bloodlines. Like clearly, like it's like, well, what if the fascism came back because of like reverence for that time period? I'm like, but what if like, just there's a segment of them that just kind of think, oh, this is the best way to do it, and like they are wrong for doing that. It's not because like they literally like are praying to Samurai Hitler, which I sometimes call Vader.
Yeah, no, good point. Good point. I cannot wait to the Rey film. I mean, I love Rey as a character. I love Daisy Ridley. I think she is so wonderful.
Yeah, I think she is great, like off screen and on screen.
I'm thinking, my theory is that if the Mandalorian Grogu comes out and does really well, that's when they may make an official announcement about here's the year and the date that the Rey film's coming out.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're finally getting back to putting stuff on the big screen again. It's been a minute.
It was a very, very smart move.
Yeah, but it kind of feels like the rug was ripped from underneath us because we were so used to a movie every year.
That's true. That's true.
Like we were a bit spoiled. We didn't even realize it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Like back in the day, you would have to wait 3 years for one movie to come out in a trilogy.
Yes. Yeah.
Like they shortened that to 2 years for every trilogy movie, and I think like that's one of the reasons that there were so many issues with Rise of Skywalker, because they didn't have enough time to like actually build out the script.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah.
I mean, like we know that they had like 30 less weeks to work on it than they did Last Jedi.
That's true. I think it was a very smart move at Celebration earlier this year to announce Starfighter and then say, here is the exact date it's coming out.
Right. Yeah.
I think that was really smart, because that meant that they had to go in production right away.
Yeah, there's some other projects that they have mentioned that they said they were going to do that I still want to see. I'm still interested to see a Taika Waititi, Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I still want to see what Bryan Johnson would do with the trilogy. I'm really bummed out that apparently we're not going to get the Donald Glover Lando TV show. I was really looking forward to that idea.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of the actor / rapper / comedian.
He is terrific. He really is.
Right.
He was really good in Solo as Lando.
Yeah, Lando, what a perfect casting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go even a step further. I've been on record saying that I think Donald Glover's performance is better acting than what we see from original trilogy from Billy D. Williams. I think Billy D. Williams.
Okay.
I think Billy D. Williams is a great actor, but I think this is definitely a situation where he's standing on the shoulder of a giant. So, like, if he's learning and he's doing his own thing,
I mean, Billy D was kind of playing the Billy D of that time.
right?
So Billy D. Williams was a huge star back then.
Yeah, it's a similar reason to why, like, Rakim is like a baseline for like elevating rap, but someone like Kendrick Lamar took it further. Like Rakim is still one of the greatest, but like you are what they grow beyond. Like the burden of all true masters
Yes.
is that the students become more impressive than their teacher.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I remember it was fan casting.
Yep.
A bunch of fans were saying, it would make a really good Lando.
Yeah.
And then they ended up casting Donald Glover, so.
Yep.
I love Donald Glover on Community as well. I'm a big fan of him, and yeah, he's an actor, comedian, writer, singer.
Yeah. He's a jack of all trades.
And I hopefully get to see him again as Lando.
Yeah. He is the Renaissance man of our era, no doubt.
Absolutely. Well, Eric, thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel last week.
Like there's some channels like people I know that I don't realize they have a channel where to find it.
Yep, and I'll definitely have to have you on my show, and I'll be interested in your show.
All right. Well, I hope you don't get too sick from eating too much cake.
No, I try to eat cake in moderation.
All right. All right. So, talk to you later.
Thank you so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we got to welcome to the stage two of the most amazing people in this whole sphere of I don't want to say influencers because that's a whole other thing, but the two people who really do a great job at the Reactorverse, examining pop culture and breaking down the influencer world that we live in, and examining kind of the world of podcasting and other such things. On the Reactorverse, it's Drew and Eric.
Yay! I think it's Eric and Drew. That's why it's a Reactorverse. That's Eric and Drew.
Other one's fine.
Eric
Hi,
and Drew.
Happy birthday! It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it has been a minute.
There we go.
I miss our fun times hanging out.
Yeah, I do. I miss our quizzes, miss our fun times. But it's great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. I'm savoring these last few days of being in my 30s because I actually turned 40 on Wednesday.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Well, happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday, you young buck.
Yeah, I mean, for a big birthday, I'm just keeping it pretty simple.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing anything too wild. I mean, I did my big birthday gift last month, which was to go to Rancho Obi-Wan in Petaluma.
Oh, that's
wow.
right.
And we took a lot of pictures. You've probably seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
What did we do? What we did for my 40th? We went to Vegas, and it was Eric's first time on a plane, which was like the best thing ever.
Oh,
Can you
wow.
imagine like someone who'd never gotten on a plane their entire life because they don't want to go on planes, but then for my birthday, they got on a plane, and it was not even the best plane flight. It was a pretty crazy plane flight.
Yeah.
I have to confess, I have never been to Vegas. I need to go.
Oh my God, Vegas is great. You'd love it. There's just a lot of bright lights and fancy things over there.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I don't gamble, so I wouldn't be at the
There's a lot of
casino,
stuff
but-
other than gambling. There's
Yeah.
like a lot of shows, a lot of food, a lot of like, it's just a lot of sightseeing. There's a lot of like fun, weird activities to do because people, not
know what?
everyone gambles.
You know what's weird about Vegas? There are a lot of members of my church in Vegas.
Oh, I imagine, right?
Yeah, there's lots to do there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's one of those where it's like there's actually a lot of them in Vegas.
Yeah, I was actually watching. I'm not sure how representative this is to the factions that you're in, but I was just watching the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and that whole season one
gosh.
finale was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that show. Oh boy.
Do you feel like that's an accurate representation of the church?
Absolutely not.
Okay. You know, the girl in it's gonna be like the new Bachelorette. She's the new
Yeah,
Bachelorette.
I don't think a community of swingers would be very accepted.
That is her claim to fame.
That's
But
like,
like,
that feels like it's breaking a few rules.
yeah. Taylor, I mean, technically they don't focus on the swinger stuff. It's like she got in trouble for the swinger stuff before the show even started, and then the rest of the show is like her trying to come back with all the other girls that are doing
Oh,
it.
okay. Mhm.
She's the only one in the swinger community, and she'd gotten in trouble before the show even started. So it's not really about swingers.
I knew from the title that it was going to be trashy.
Yeah, a little bit of trash, but then it's also just like a
Because
lot
there
of
was
you know,
that, but also the fact that they used the old name of the church.
yeah. Well, it's made me realize a couple fun things, which is like I think from a lifestyle situation, I don't think I'd have that much trouble being Mormon because I don't drink coffee, I don't drink alcohol, I don't really. I mean, I don't do drugs, but like I like soda. I like, especially because now at AMC they have those dirty sodas, like the ones that they have in Utah, which all like the cream soda. You like make all the sodas different kinds. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, those look really fun on the show. They like have these, I think they call them dirty sodas, and it's like cream and like flavors on top of like Coke or Sprite or stuff. And they start serving these at AMC, and like they made me wild. They made me wild. There's a cherry pie one that's like the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's a real rage in certain parts of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I just drink regular caffeinated. Well, I mean, I drink caffeine, but I try not to drink it all the time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, the other thing the other episode I was watching the other day was like they went in to get Botox done because that's not.
Oh man, that's a big deal in Utah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, they were doing it, and then some of the girls. I mean, they're very young; they don't really need it, but they were making a good point that they do it because you get laughing gas when you have Botox done. So their first experience on any substances is like when they're given in a doctor's office the laughing gas.
Yeah.
And they were kind of getting all loopy with it, which I thought was funny.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. It's really cute because, like, I guess you don't drink, at least culturally, you don't drink or do drugs. So it's like they're in a doctor's office getting high. It's really cute.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to know what I was like on laughing gas. I might overdo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is interesting. I mean, certainly trashy reality shows affect even our church. Affects the other Desperate Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Oh yeah, that was another one.
I'm just like, oh my word. Yeah, so it's crazy, but yeah, I'd love to go to Vegas someday.
Yeah. What are we gonna do for your 40th?
And there's a temple of our church in Vegas too. I'd probably visit.
Oh really?
Yeah, in fact, they're building a second one in Vegas. So.
Oh cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
I
What
mean,
part of the country
there's a lot of members in Arizona, Nevada, California, Utah, kind of all in that corridor.
Oh yeah, that whole area.
Yeah, they call it the Jello Belt.
With a what belt? Yellow belt?
Jello. Because apparently we like Jello. I don't know.
I didn't even know that was a trope. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we like Jello. I don't know.
I bought some Jello yesterday. I want to make some Jello.
Oh, really?
I did. Well, you remember because when we got the syrup and stuff, I got some Jello.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
Well, didn't I?
I don't remember you getting Jello.
Really?
Yeah.
Or like pudding?
Maybe you wanted to get Jello.
No. Wait, go in the bag. We got
I don't know
where we got the tinfoil and stuff. We went to Aldo's.
Maybe you got pudding. I don't know.
Like the mix. Like yeah.
It's interesting we talk about my church because it's been quite a week.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. How are you guys holding up?
Pretty good. I think some people are pretty nervous.
Yeah. Terrible.
I mean,
Terrible.
there have been acts of violence at our church buildings before. But this one feels like maybe the biggest.
Yeah.
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 At least in a very long time.
Yeah. What a fucking world, man. I mean, sorry to curse. What a crazy world we live in. This is
And the views expressed by Drew do not. Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, it's been crazy times.
Yeah, it's all good. It is. You know, it was weird because the president of our church died on Saturday.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
He was 101, so you know.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, sorry to hear that anyway. So,
And then the next morning, we woke up to the news about the Michigan attack.
yeah.
And then we had our church conference is the next 2 days. Is tomorrow and Sunday.
Wow.
So it's a pretty eventful week. And in the case of Michigan, scary just in the sense that that's pretty terrible.
Well,
Yeah.
that's terrifying. No one wants to think that they go to a place of worship and potentially have that be a reason that we get targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been so glad to see people, even people who aren't religious, very much expressing how badly they feel this happened to us.
Oh yeah, I mean it's terrifying for everybody. I mean it's like we went to go see a movie last night and Eric just pointed out, he's like, well, maybe it's better if we sit in the back, like near the exits. And I was like, do we have to think about that every time we go out? And I thought, basically, yeah, like every time you go to a movie, every time you go to a big public space, you basically have to keep an eye on like where the exits are and like, you know, emergency exits. That's terrifying. Whatever.
It is. Well, and it's been an interesting week because the president of our church was 101. He had been president for 8 years. Him dying is not really terribly sad because, you know, when you've lived a good long life, even though his mind was fully intact, it was just time for him to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know,
So that's not sad.
Yeah, it's mission accomplished.
Yeah.
The shooting and burning of the whole church building.
Oh my god.
I mean, the whole building destroyed. It's pretty
Oh
crazy.
my god. It's crazy. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that
and,
Michigan's where the synagogue burned too, right? Like a couple of years ago.
yeah, I
Wasn't it?
mean, it's not the first time such things have happened.
Yeah.
Was it Pittsburgh? Was it Pittsburgh where they burned the synagogue like a couple of years ago? I mean, there's so many things going on.
Yeah.
Well, and I know that so tomorrow and Sunday being our church conference is a positive time for our members. So it'll be interesting. So we have the new president of our church. And I don't know how much it was expected last week when President Nelson died. I don't know how expected that was.
Oh,
So I don't know how much shuffling they've had to do this week. But it should be a positive time, hopefully.
yeah. Okay.
Yep. And so how are you guys been doing?
Other than the craziness of the world, we've been doing well.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think
we've,
we've broken in since things got
we've just been
since things
sticking to the
got really
channel.
crazy.
We have been like getting back into the quizzes. We've been doing stuff for the Reactionverse podcast. I'm still working for a handful of like reaction channels and stuff like that. So overall, since like I think this summer we've been taking it relatively easy, just trying to recollect ourselves and just ride our way through the craziness.
Yeah, and it's really not an easy time to be trying to ride through things.
Yeah,
I
totally.
know that I keep going forward with my podcast despite all that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And certainly I made a few comments. I don't get very political on my show, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the viewers know where I stand on things.
Yeah.
But yeah, just doing my thing. Just looking forward to a nice week next week, just with family and
That's great.
just relaxing and chilling and going to Outback to eat on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Outback Steakhouse is my favorite restaurant.
Yeah. What kind of restaurant is that?
Outback.
Oh, Outback. I didn't
Outback,
hear
I
what
was
you
gonna
said.
say.
Yeah, Eric
Yeah.
loves Outback.
I like Outback. Do you like Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse, Outback. Any of
Yeah.
the steakhouses.
Yeah.
I love the bloomin' onion. That's the reason I love it.
Yeah, I
That's a
gotta say
good one,
bloomin'
too.
onion. That's the big one.
Yeah.
It's so good for you and so bad for you at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just gearing up. I'm gonna take my first sort of major plane flight next week.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
so-
God, it's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going to the East Coast to stay with my mom, but it's for Adam and Marisol's wedding.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes, yes, yes.
So it's gonna be really exciting. But it's Eric's first.
If I don't get a
Cross-country
chance
flight.
to contact them, tell them I said congratulations.
I will.
We will,
Yeah, we
yeah.
will. Yeah, it's really awesome.
I love Adam and Marisol. They are great.
They're amazing. So yeah, my mom lives 40 minutes outside of Philly where they're getting married. So we're gonna go stay with my mom. So Eric's never been to my mom's house either, who's now recovering from the pancreatic cancer. Everything's all clear.
Yeah.
So that was like the first part of the spring and summer was just going back and forth taking care of my mom.
Oh, yeah.
And she broke her pelvis.
Yeah.
That whole thing, but that's all been resolved by the fall.
Yeah, I'd say pretty soon after that was sort of resolving is when my dad hurt his leg.
Oh yeah.
And so I've been bouncing back and forth between here and home to go help him around the house.
It's been a lot of helping out the family.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. Definitely been a bit of that going on in our family. I mean, my parents are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my mom had surgery on a hernia, so.
Oh, those are terrible.
So we had siblings here to help take care of her and stuff.
That's good.
And she's fine right now. In fact, two of my nephews and two nephews and a niece are here right now. So.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they're adorable. Well, I don't know if I could call the 12-year-old adorable because he might not want me to call him adorable. Which is weird because he turns 13 at the end of the year. So,
that's when he loses the right to be called adorable.
Yeah.
One thing I mentioned up top, you guys might find this interesting, is so today I guess is Mean Girls Day.
Oh yeah, October 3rd. Yeah.
Oh right.
So I saw the movie for the very first time today.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
And I really liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
it's super cute movie.
It's a classic. It's a modern classic.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe my crush on Rachel McAdams is growing even more. I don't know.
I mean, that would be the movie. If you had a crush on Rachel McAdams without seeing Mean Girls, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know it's simply one of the most memed films lately.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
You should check out the musical.
The musical
version, this is like an early film for Amanda Seyfried and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
And now, of course, they're big stars.
Yeah, I can't recall if she had a major role before that.
No, this was the first big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think The Notebook might have come out before.
I don't think so. I definitely don't think The Notebook came out before Mean Girls.
I think it came out after.
They're the same year, I think.
Really? Let's all look it up. Movies.
Look it up.
Well, let's see how accurate I am on that.
They were the same year.
I don't remember the Notebook coming out. I don't remember that. So I might have just missed that. But
So
Mean Girls was April 30th, 2004. The Notebook was
maybe I'm wrong.
June 25th, 2004.
Yeah, so
So very close
The
together.
Notebook was before Mean Girls. But
No, Mean Girls was first.
no, it's October.
April.
No, Mean Girls was April. Notebook was June.
Oh my God, they were
2004.
right next to each other though.
Yeah.
God, I have no memory of that.
Big year for her.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, and I thought that that was definitely during the height of Lindsay Lohan's career.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that she's back in the spotlight now, having gotten her life a little bit back together. I'm glad
Freak
to
Your
see that.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some,
So I do think
bad.
the
Okay.
paparazzi was a bit unfair to her. Yeah.
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 But yeah, no, I enjoyed Mean Girls a lot, and it's funny that I learned that just a few days ago that October 3rd was Mean Girls Day.
Yeah.
So he asked me what day it was. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd.
Yeah, and October 2nd is Donnie Darko Day.
That's right. We just baby, we missed Donnie Darko Day. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dang, happy Donnie
was
Darko
great.
Day for all who celebrate.
It was good fun. And I mean, I like that. I didn't realize that Tina Fey had written it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably like her biggest claim to fame, I think, of writing, like the biggest movie that she had written.
I'm trying to remember, was she a star at that time or not really?
Yeah, she'd already been on SNL and like with 30 Rock on it, right?
Because I know that Amy Poehler
What?
and
Okay.
her in the
Okay,
movie, and they
movie.
had something on SNL.
I don't think SNL. I mean, she was on SNL. The other show wasn't on yet,
30 Rock, no.
but SNL was.
Yeah, it's hard to believe what the world was like in 2004, and that's the year I graduated. Watching Negroes going, yeah, I remember these days.
Yeah.
And though I don't think I had as many hijinks as this. But I don't know. That's because I was probably oblivious to it.
So, what's your favorite movie to watch on your birthday? Do you have like a birthday movie?
Oh, not really. But I do like watching. I have not watched The Dark Knight in a while. I need to rewatch it.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good pick.
Because it is one of my top favorite movies of all time. Also, The Batman is definitely in there as well.
Oh wow, really?
Because that takes place at Halloween, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're officially in Halloween time, yeah.
As far as
Oh.
Halloween-related movies, I always love to watch Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I actually kind of liked the sequel. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
What's funny that you mentioned it. Like, yeah, we liked it okay, and then but at least it's funny. Beetlejuice, the original film, is associated with like Halloween and the macabre and like stuff like that, but it's not a Halloween movie. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
take place on Halloween, but the sequel does. So
Yeah.
I think they'd have the right idea setting it in that time.
Did it take place on Halloween, or like that's right? It does take place on Halloween.
Yeah.
No, it just has that Halloween kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it takes place around
But the
time.
sequel takes place on Halloween.
Yeah, the sequel
I
takes
think
place
so. Yeah, it
on
does.
Halloween. Everyone's
Yeah.
dressed up and stuff. Yeah.
And what else? I mean, yeah, I really don't have any go-to movies for my birthday. One thing I do enjoy doing is when all the family's together,
Mm-hmm.
is sitting down and watching one of the Mystery Science Theater episodes.
Oh, I love that. What's your go-to one for that?
Oh, well, there's one called The Final Sacrifice.
That's great. Yeah.
It's this really bad Canadian film,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah,
so funny.
I have my Manos Hands of Fate like outfit that my dad got me for my birthday. I still have yet to wear it.
The problem is, I
Hands of
tried to
Fate.
watch that. I couldn't
Sorry?
get through it.
They couldn't get through it.
Oh, I couldn't get through it. No,
I
it's
tried
awful.
to watch Nanos and I could not get through it.
I mean, it was when I was a kid. That was like the funniest one to like watch Mystery Science Theater too, and it helped me win the
Sounds
settle the score episode.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Craziest pull of all time.
Craziest sales for pull all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because that's something that we enjoy doing as a family, the Mara family. The other side of the family doesn't get it, but the Mara family gets it.
Yeah, I think
No,
the
I'm almost tempted to sit everyone down and watch Van Helsing so we can laugh at it.
Oh wow.
yeah, we watched the Caravan of Garbage.
Because we did that about
Yeah.
in 2008. It was Christmas. We were at my uncle's house and we all sat and watched it and laughed hysterically.
Yeah. Well, I just love
It's so bad.
it's got my boy in it. Richard Roxburgh. That's not what's his name.
Yeah, Richard Roxburgh. Oh boy.
Yeah. It's my man.
Overacting as Count Dracula.
My second favorite sleazy role from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking on the walls, dancing randomly.
He's great.
I mean, the rides of Dracula are so over the top. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all really cute, but they're over the top.
I mean,
Yeah.
that whole movie is so over the top. It's wild. People swinging around.
Which is weird because Hugh Jackman is so boring in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, Hugh Jackman is great, but like I don't know, like the characterization that they were trying to play with like this like more like almost modernized like
Hunky guy.
hunky dude, yeah, like for like Van Helsing, like it just doesn't fit. Like
Well, he also doesn't play. He doesn't play straight very well. Like, and I mean that in every word of it. Like, he's not a straight man. You know, like, but I mean like that in the sense of like you don't give him like same with Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, don't give him like the leading man kind of thing because they're so much better as like little weirdos.
Yeah.
You know, or like big. They're like big characters. You know, they don't play like the hunk as well. So like Van Helsing or Prince of Persia, that kind of like you just don't buy it.
Yeah.
I guess the question would be, what is the greatest Dracula adaptation?
Oh man,
Good question.
I don't know. Adaptation or just like Dracula representation in the film. Like,
Any kind of film that sort of borrows any of that.
I don't know.
Like specifically the character of Dracula or vampires?
Vampires in general.
Dracula himself.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to argue against the modern Nosferatu. I mean, again, just because of like the level.
You love that movie?
No, I don't love it. But I'm saying, like, but just level. I mean, I don't particularly love any Dracula movie.
I like the Gary Oldman one.
That's like fine, but like,
Yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula, like Coppola.
yeah, but like I don't know, like I would say that one has more sort of artistic merit to it than Nosferatu.
Yeah.
But Nosferatu has just a level of detail to it that's like really admirable.
I
and
mean,
like, how it's crafted.
It's so hard for me, as far as Dracula himself, to beat Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
I think that there was a reason he is the iconic image of Dracula. And as far as that goes, I mean, whether or not it's the best Dracula movie, I don't know. But as a performance, it's really hard to top that.
Yeah.
And I think that I have not seen the new Nosferatu, but the original Nosferatu. Max Schreck, who plays Count Orlok,
Oh my god, yeah. Max Schreck
is terrific in the role.
Mm-hmm.
And amazing makeup effects for 1922.
Yeah.
You know, and I haven't seen the new one yet. I don't know about. Other than Nicholas Hoult is apparently in everything right now.
Yeah, he's great.
He's had a big year.
I mean, Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola is good. It's got a few things like Keanu Reeves that don't really work.
Yes, he has his British accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh. Really, that I have seen things enough, sir. Yeah, that. I mean, it's all right, but it does have one advantage.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins is Van Helsing.
Yeah, he's great.
Also, a very young Richard E. Grant.
Tom Waits is playing the guy who's
He's in it, right?
Yeah, Tom Waits and Richard E. Grant and Carrie Ellis.
Yeah,
And the guy who played the Rocketeer, he's in it too.
Oh yeah, he's the third one. Is the
Billy
Rocketeer
Campbell.
guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocketeer guy. Yeah, Billy Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah.
And you know, Gary Oldman is pretty good as Count Dracula.
Yeah. This
definitely some interesting looks.
yeah. Next year or this year, maybe next year is the time of Frankenstein. Though we're gonna go.
Oh my god, we're going all the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. There's the Bride one that Maggie Gyllenhaal's doing. It looks really good.
Yeah, that one looks really interesting.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I love Jesse Buckley.
I
It's
love
sort
it.
of like the Bride of Frankenstein meets Bonnie and Clyde. It's kind of
Yeah,
I thought, yeah, exactly.
that's what it looks like.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Looks like
I mean,
the Commandos
it's
from
like-
the perspective of the Frankenstein in that. Yeah.
And you put Jessie Buckley in anything, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
That's what Eric was just saying.
Yeah.
she might be a new celebrity crush. I don't know.
I mean, she's very cute,
Very close to
but she's also just like just astonishing. You know, like the roles that she chooses. You know,
Yeah.
she's great in Fargo. She was great in I Think of Anything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even seen her in that much. She hasn't picked that many roles, you know, which is again like something in her favor.
yeah.
She's really good in Women Talking.
Oh, we still haven't seen that yet.
What is that?
Sarah Polley movie.
Oh yeah, well Sarah, yeah.
But other than that, then we have the Del Toro Frankenstein movie coming out with Oscar Isaac and Jake
Yeah.
Elordi. Which
Yes.
I just can't believe it. Like, why pick Jacob Elordi for that role? Because it's like you don't even get to see him that much.
Yeah, I mean he's down. I guess he's down to.
Yeah.
Be the monster.
I always wonder how accurate it'll be to the book because I read the book last year.
Oh, I read it's pretty accurate to the book. This one.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if we take a step back and consider that the writer was an 18-year-old girl,
Mm-hmm.
Mary Shelley, it's like, oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's written in such a mature style.
Yeah. I think it's crazy because I know. Did you ever watch the original Bride of Frankenstein?
No.
I have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's crazy. It opens with like a real world like narrative of Mary Shelley like talking about it and writing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because it could really happen, and she's pretending that it didn't.
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember the exact details, but yeah, like
Well, that's how it's written. Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's a crazy weird meta narrative
That's funny.
they got going on.
Yeah, and it's then a narrative 200 years ago, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
Well, she's in my Proud of Frankenstein. She wrote the original.
Yeah. And as far as another of the kind of the universal monster movies is just for kicks on what was it, the middle of, well, to officially begin my spooky season, I had to watch the Brendan Fraser The Mummy.
Yeah, it's always a classic too.
Which is such a fun film.
Yeah. Directed by the same guy that did My Husband. Yeah.
I did not bother with the one that Tom Cruise is in.
Yeah, I still never seen the Tom Cruise one either.
Yeah, and I have seen the original Mummy from 1932, which is pretty good. And then I've seen the British one from the 50s.
Yeah.
With Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, they were like BFFs in real life, so.
Which is adorable.
And they built them in Star Wars, so that's pretty cool.
Right, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, the Brendan Fraser Mummy is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know.
And I think there's a whole reason a bunch of people have a crush on Rachel Weisz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone says about that movie, is their bisexual awakening for both people.
Yeah, I mean, Brendan Fraser's also cute in it too, so.
I mean, they just have that, you know, like sort of
Indiana
Jones charm.
Swashbuckling charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that one's fun, so I did that. And as far as like other spooky films, actually, let me bring up the list of what I watched recently. I know that it's technically not a Halloween film, but I was rewatching 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I've never seen that.
And there are some really creepy moments in that movie.
Really?
It's a wild movie.
Yeah, it's wild.
I mean, Daisy Bell. I know that thing. The Daisy Bell. The Daisy Bell song. Daisy. Yeah.
Let's see. I watched. I had to watch Evil Dead 2 again.
The Evil Dead 2
Evil
again.
Dead 2. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, and Army of Darkness, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Bruce Campbell in that.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's so funny.
And then I also watched The Prestige because that's kind of got a.
Oh, I love The Prestige. I love
kind of a Halloween-ish feeling.
It's Halloween adjacent, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, what a great movie. It's an underrated movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be one of Christopher Nolan's best films.
Yeah, I agree.
It was arguably a film, yeah.
let's see what else. I was telling Adelia that I've got. I haven't seen Sinners yet, but I have it on my watch list.
That's a great one.
That's a great one. You
Right,
haven't seen it yet?
that's-
Wow.
Definitely
Because I was waiting a little closer to Halloween.
Yeah.
And let's see what I got here on my list. Also, just recently, I watched the live-action Scooby-Doo because I had never seen it.
No.
Yeah?
The James Gunn Scooby-Doo.
I didn't know you did it.
Yeah.
It's because I got to meet Matthew Lillard last month
Oh, nice.
at a convention. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I mean, I kind of enjoyed the film for what it is.
I mean, yeah, it's silly and stuff like that, but it was a good product for when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And like what it was doing with
And
the story.
definitely, it was a big deal for Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. They got to be together in that one.
Since that's kind of where they fell in love. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me forever to realize, I didn't know this, that Linda Cardellini was Velma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know her.
Yeah, because I never saw Freaks and Geeks, so like I think that might have been the first thing I ever saw her in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first thing I saw her in was Avengers Age of Ultron.
No.
Oh, it was Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah, Hawkeye's wife, and I didn't realize she had played Velma.
Yeah.
Legally Blonde, too. She's also in Legally Blonde.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
She's in a really silly comedy called Grandma's Boy.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I like.
Yeah, and after watching the movie, I realized something.
Hmm?
That's where the hot Velma idea comes from.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a thing now. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, yeah, I could see the appeal.
Yeah. And again, that's just like the modernized take on the characters,
Mhm.
like sort of subverting the image that they have.
Yeah, and so I did see that. That was fun. I've got. I mean, I do make a habit every so often of watching The Silence of the Lambs at Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Yeah. So not a Halloween movie, but fits the vibe.
I'm gonna rewatch Get Out because I've only seen it once.
How
Yeah?
did you watch that one the other day? Actually.
My mom just watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also got the original Interview with the Vampire on my watch list.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And I also need to rewatch the original Scream,
One
One of Eric's favorites.
of my favorites. That was
which
one of
I
those things.
saw for the first time 3 years ago
Wow.
and didn't know any of the twists.
It's interesting too. I just realized that Scream 6, I believe, is the first one that's also set on Halloween.
Oh, really?
None of the other ones are.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? Because they have the ghost faces, people dressing up as ghost
Yeah.
boys.
That's fun. It's good. A reason to put it on for the Halloween season.
Yeah. That's another reason, yeah.
I mean, I remember when Scream came out, but I think I remember it even more when Scary Movie came out and was parodying it.
Oh yeah. And now we're gonna have another scary movie.
Mhm.
Which I've never actually seen any of the Scary Movie movies.
They're silly.
They're silly, yeah.
I think the
ridiculous.
first one's
Yeah.
pretty good.
They're very, very over the top, and I think that's very much ingrained in the time in which they were made.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got a few things to watch at Halloween time. Oddly enough, I don't watch The Nightmare Before Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah.
I usually watch it in between Halloween and Christmas.
That's what you should do, I think.
Yep.
That's the way
Because
I
it kind of
find.
does both.
Yeah.
What are your go-to movies for Halloween, Adelia?
Hocus Pocus.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
I have to confess.
And I also really like Only Lovers Left Alive.
Oh my god, we just watched
I
that.
just watched that for the first time.
Oh my god, do you like that, Adelia?
I do. I love that movie.
Oh my god, that movie's so good. That's what I'm so saying. 'Cause I think sometimes you say you don't like horror movies, but you do. You don't like stupid. gore
I
stuff.
can do like supernatural horror. I can't do like
Of
slasher
course.
films and stuff.
Yeah. You know what? Me neither. I don't really like gory stuff at all.
Yeah.
But that's so funny. I love that
Yeah.
movie. We just watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Only Lovers
Left
Left Alive is good.
It's great, yeah, but it's not. It's barely a horror movie.
No, it's not a horror movie. It's
like-
got vampires
No.
in it.
Yeah,
it's a
such a-
Jarmusch
Yeah.
film that
Yeah,
has
it's like-
vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good though.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I watched it for the first time. She had seen it before, but I
Mm-hmm.
watched it for the first time. We watched like last month, and
Yeah, we loved it.
I really liked it.
Andres and I remember after I first watched it, I put on a tweet out about it, and Andres replied to me like immediately, "Oh my god, you like this movie? Let's talk about it."
That's so funny.
Yeah, Drew and Eric, what are your sort of go-to Halloween movies?
Trick or Treat.
Yeah, that's
For
Trick or
me,
Treat. That's Eric.
I like that one. I think that's my favorite.
I
for
actually
Christmas.
like Trick or Treat. I saw it the first time recently.
Yeah, it just like I like it just because it fits the Halloween vibe. You know, it's like, you know, I like to watch, you know, for Christmas, like a Christmas Carol and stuff like that. But like, so Trick or Treat is the one. It's like it's all Halloween. It celebrates the Halloween like aesthetic and like holiday. So I really like putting that one on. Hocus Pocus as well. I'm trying to think. There was another one that I just had. It's Halloween specific.
Hmm?
Damn it! I
What
just thought
are
of it.
just movies you like to watch around Halloween?
Yeah, I think we got most of them. Like, I like horror movies every part of the year. I just also love like looking at like what the channels bring out for streaming for Halloween. Like Criterion has a bunch of movies from the 2000s. I'm excited to watch.
HBO Max just released a bunch of scary movies on there just this week.
Yeah, there's a bunch of horror movies that are coming out that I'm really excited about. That are like just came out in Fantastic Fest or what's the other one? Fantastic Fest and Beyond Fest, right?
Well, I'll tell you a horror movie I watched and didn't particularly care for.
Which one?
And that was Heretic.
Oh, Heretic.
I am. Wait, you can join my mom. She also hated Heretic, like with the gasp of 1,000 suns.
Yeah.
She hated Heretic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did she hate it?
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't care for Heretic when I first saw it. It's grown on me though over the years. So I like it more.
I'm guessing that Brendan hates it for a different reason than my mom hates it, but maybe not.
Well, it's interesting because I think it had a good start. I think it really did.
Mm-hmm.
First half, I'd say, some great ideas.
Mhm.
Some great analysis, some great themes.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Grant was an interesting villain. And then after that, after they went through the two doors, then it was like, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, so gonna retract everything I just said. I was thinking of Hereditary, not Heretic.
Yeah, right.
I was thinking of Hereditary, not Heretic.
For what?
I like
Well,
that. I like Malignant.
Right now?
Yeah.
What did you say that? Oh, you said you didn't like. Yeah, no, Heretic.
Yeah, Heretic is okay. It's pretty good.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
were your
What we
reasons,
thought, what we
Andrew?
thought. That came out.
Right.
What are your thoughts on Heretic?
I said there's no one new movie my mom hates more than Heretic.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like,
why-
well,
why
I
was
guess
that?
really?
You
You don't like
know?
Hereditary?
No, we
Okay.
love Hereditary.
Yeah.
We watched Hereditary 100 times. That's why I said it's probably a different reason because
Yeah.
it's about Mormons.
So yes, I got mixed up.
Well, also, you didn't say anything about it except that you liked it more on the second time.
Yeah.
So what were your non-particular beef with the movie?
I think for us, it's just like, you know, like I think it starts off interesting, but yeah, the sort of it's kind of like a magic trick. Once you watch it the first time, you get through everything, you get the reveals, you get like sort of what the thesis of the movie is. It's kind of like, oh, okay, like I guess that's it. Like
Yeah.
so much of the entertainment value like drops way down on a second viewing because it's like it doesn't really amount to much besides like your initial assumption of like, oh, he's just like messing with them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were the reasons your mom didn't really like it, Drew?
She just thought he was like obnoxious. She thought he was like really pretentious and like stupid.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah. It's like she took
She got a little video of her like,
personal offense with Hugh Grant.
yeah, and then she tried to watch it again recently. She's like, I still hate it.
She's like, he's a shit actor.
Yeah. Yeah, she found it like personally offensive.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it was a very funny reason.
Yeah, Delia, did you get to see that one?
No.
It's not worth it.
I do like No, Sophia Lois. Sophie Thatcher.
We
Well,
love
yeah,
Sophie
I
Thatcher.
love
She's my
Sophie
favorite.
Thatcher.
She's great. She was in that and the Companion. So and Yellow Jackets. So big time for her.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had a crush on her. I have to admit.
Yeah, I mean she's great because like the thing is, we started first in Yellow Jackets and then she was in Book of Boba Fett like shortly after
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And so then she had a big year this year with Companion and Heretic, and then she was also in Maxine for like one
Wait
scene.
1 second, yeah.
1 second. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like her. I think she's kind of cute.
Yeah, so she's becoming kind of a screen queen, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, Companion, I probably will watch one of these days. Because I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah.
The idea, you probably saw the trailer or something, but it's not worth it.
I don't think I've ever seen the trailer for it.
Yeah, 2 missionaries from my church get trapped by this guy. He's got weird ideas about religion.
Mm.
No, I wouldn't say he's entirely wrong in his ideas, but still.
Yeah, I mean,
But
the
it
thing
wasn't
is,
really that great. It kind of lost some of its steam.
yeah, I mean, it just doesn't really amount to much, like beyond the first initial conceit of like what they're talking about, and then like when you look at it as a whole, like the sort of jargon that he's like talking with in the beginning feels like pretty like standard like like our atheists like type of like ideology. It's like he's like talking about like religion. It's like we get it. Like like it's not that much like revelatory stuff that we haven't heard before about religion.
Yeah, it's really weird because the portrayal of my church in the media has been lacking.
Yeah.
To a degree. There have been a lot of shows and stuff that deal with the church, but I don't know how accurate any of them are because I don't really watch a lot of them, and also just I sometimes am aware that they're a little bit like, I don't know. Like, I think it was, personally, I think it was a bad idea to adapt Under the Banner of Heaven into a miniseries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we never saw that one.
So I'm like, well,
No,
how do you do that? And apparently you can't. I don't know. Because it's like, why do you take a non-fiction book and make a fictional show about it? Weird. I don't know. That didn't work. And American Primeval.
Oh, right.
You already mentioned Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's plenty where it's like, And it's funny, and I'm rewatching Stranger Things season 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And they mention us a few times. So Dustin calls us super religious white people. And I'm like, if you actually break down the demographics.
Yeah, I forgot Susie's supposed to be Mormon. Yeah.
It's like, if you break down the demographics, most are not white. Maybe in the United States, but outside, not so much.
Yeah. I forgot we have Stranger Things coming up too.
Oh yeah.
In the next month. Or
What's that?
Yeah. So yeah, we have Stranger Things coming up next month.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm rewatching it right now.
Final season.
Well, that's so much exciting stuff coming up.
I know, a lot of content.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
content.
crazy that show started, 8 years ago?
God, was it 8 years ago? It feels like
Yeah.
almost like,
It was like 2017, I think.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, like.
I mean, because it's a pre-pandemic, it just feels like so long ago.
Yeah, it feels like it was like over a decade ago.
Yeah, I feel like it was almost a decade
And all
ago.
the kids are adults now, and yeah.
Yeah, they're still supposed to be like freshmen in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I am looking forward to it. I'm interested to see where they go.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2, of course, are fantastic. Season 3 and 4, I've only seen once a piece. So that's why I'm rewatching it, to kind of get the idea of how do I feel about it now after a few years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. And that's also kind of the Halloween kind of theme thing.
Yeah, I mean the second season specifically takes place around Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good vibe for it.
Because of that. So I'm doing that and I'm enjoying the rewatch right now. I think that it's so amazing how much of a phenomenon that show was.
Yeah, it's hopefully it'll end strong.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully the Duffer Brothers can move on and do movies instead
So
of
have you guys been watching any streaming stuff lately, Drew and Eric?
streaming stuff.
We're just watching like Dan to Dan and stuff.
Yeah, we're almost done with the Sandman.
Oh yes.
We're I'm keeping up with like some of the shows like Alien Earth and like Peacemaker and stuff like that that are airing.
That's what I still need to watch. Yeah.
Alien Earth was a lot of fun. I mean,
I love that one.
especially if you're into specifically the robot element of
Yeah,
it.
which I am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you guys have been watching lately?
As of now, like I think the main one is Peacemaker. That's the one that
we like Peacemaker.
keeping up with.
Yeah. I just streamed Paradise, this show that just came out.
Oh yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about that one.
It's good. It's really good. I like Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
Really great, really fascinating show. And then like I said, I'm watching Stranger Things right now.
Yeah.
I told Adelia at night when I go to bed, I need to watch something that's not anxiety type thing in order to sort of de-stress.
Yeah.
So I've been on a classic sitcom kick.
Yeah.
Which one?
And so I watched Mary Tyler Moore.
Hmm.
I've watched Cheers. I've watched Sanford and Son. I rewatched Home Improvement. Right now I'm watching I Love Lucy.
Nice.
I just finished The Golden Girls.
Nice.
So I need to watch something sort of light before I go to bed.
Yeah.
As far as like modern sitcoms, I mean, I feel like the Community might be my favorite sitcom.
Community's great.
Abbott Elementary I really like. I mean, I watch more like the old sitcoms than the new ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to revisit some of those like old '90s sitcoms. I think those would be good. I wish I had like just like a shuffle button to just like randomly cycle through like a sitcom like of my choosing. Like I have a library of them and just like randomly put on an episode.
Yeah. Yes, Adelia and I were reminiscing about the '90s sitcoms.
Mhm.
And the ones that I watched in the '90s, I mean, my mom was a Home Improvement fan. No, I'm sorry, Full House fan.
Yeah.
We were all fans of Home Improvement. Oddly enough, I did watch, remember Sister Sister?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or sister.
But I did not grow up watching Boy Meets World.
I like Growing Pains. That was my favorite.
Or Growing Pains or Saved by the Bell.
I liked Growing Pains. I think I kind of lost some of it, like about after like the maybe third or fourth season when they get a little older. I know a lot of stuff happens like in the character, like.
Well, and then Kirk Cameron went off the deep end more recently than that.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing right there.
Yeah, I liked Family Matters. That was one of my favorites growing up.
Oh yes, I did watch that a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been binging on occasion Psych.
I'll say, yeah.
And it's funny because Jaleel White was in a couple episodes.
Oh,
No,
cool.
yeah,
He's
I
the
remember that.
nicest guy.
I had
Yeah.
not gotten to meet him. I really would like to.
Yeah, I met him at 90s Con this year, and he was so nice.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think that he was also the animated voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Yeah, I met him at an American Ninja Warrior event, and he was super nice.
Yeah, Urkel is certainly one of the most identifiable characters
Yeah.
Yeah.
of that time period.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did watch that show a lot, and obviously, oh, and because I didn't watch it growing up, I just recently binged it. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Oh yeah, that was also another one.
That was a
which
good
I
one.
really liked. I really liked it, and
Yeah.
I love the Carlton dance. One of my favorite things from that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ferris is a big fan of Bel Air, the dramatic
Oh yeah,
viewing of that show.
Yeah.
yeah. I think the great sort of dads, father figures in that era. You have Uncle Phil,
Mm-hmm.
and then on Family Matters, he's a great character too. So. Reginald Bill Johnson.
Yeah. They had I remember that famous blooper of Family Matters where Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince
Yes.
shows up on set and surprises him.
Yeah, that was a great. I mean, the '90s were a fun time for us growing up.
Yeah.
I when I was a kid, I watched a lot of animated shows, and one of the earliest shows that maybe had a big influence on me was Tiny Toon Adventures,
Oh yeah, I love Tiny Toons.
which is just so much fun, and I'm really surprised it's not on streaming anywhere.
Really? It's not? I thought maybe it would be on Paramount or something.
Yeah, I think there's some rights issue or something, but
Oh, that's interesting.
I did watch that, and certainly that was like early '90s. That was the era also of like when the Disney Channel was putting out all those great shows.
Oh yeah.
DuckTales, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck,
All the duck related stuff.
The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah. And the duck.
Bonkers, and all that era.
Yeah.
And obviously you had things like Tasmania and Animaniacs and things like that. And then in the mid-90s, it's when Cartoon Network really exploded with Dexter's Laboratory,
Yeah.
the Tower Fifth Girls.
Yeah, I like that initial era of Cartoon Network. I don't think I kept up with it shortly after the first
Yeah.
wave of shows. Like, I think I never really got into Kids Next Door or anything like
Well,
that.
And they also showed a lot of reruns of the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah.
So I certainly grew up on those.
Yeah.
Jetsons, Flintstones, Yogi Bear, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I remember the Flintstones Jetsons crossover special.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I remember that one. But mentioning Tower Fifth Girls, I got to meet the voice of Bubbles.
Oh, Tara Strong.
Tara Strong, got to meet
Yeah.
her last month.
She's the voice of like a ton of things.
Everything. She
Yeah.
was really sweet.
Yeah.
And she let me have an autograph for free.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to GalaxyCon here in San Jose on August, what was it, 16th or something?
Hmm.
And got to meet a few people like Matthew Lillard and Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman, Danny Trejo. Dolph Lundgren. Star Wars author Timothy Zahn.
Oh, all right.
I got to meet Jeremy Renner.
Nice.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Nice.
Nice.
And the best one, William Shatner.
Of course.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And he was awesome. He really was.
Yeah.
I know it can be a bit cantankerous, but we caught him in a good time.
It's good.
He said some very, very nice things to me. So.
Yeah.
And he was generous with his generous with his time. I've been bitten by the convention bug for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too.
We're gonna try and go to hopefully. We went to LA Comic Con this past weekend.
Oh man, I would love to go to that one if I could.
Yeah, that's fun. We met up with the channel there, the Found Girls that I did an interview with on the Reactorverse, and then
oh yes,
and then we're gonna see if we can get press credentials for Comic Con next year.
Yeah, and the next one that I've got for sure. I'm sure I'll end up going to one next year, probably, but
yeah,
it's Star Wars Celebration LA in 2027.
Oh, of course, yeah. Do you know when tickets go up for that?
No, I don't. I am planning on doing a panel while I'm there.
Nice, that'd be awesome.
I've got a few fellow podcasters who do kind of Star Wars podcasts on kind of the smaller level, like I do.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get together and host a panel.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that's one of our goals as well, is to host a panel at like Comic-Con or WonderCon or like Comic-Con.
Yeah, I think it would be fun, it's particularly after well, my friend Scotty Jero, who you might know, is a Star Wars podcaster on the Bombad cast.
Yeah.
He recently did a video essay, this was last year, on midichlorians in Star Wars. And it was a really well-researched essay, so we decided that he would present it as a panel at Celebration earlier this year, and he did a great job.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's like a TED Talk. It's kind of how he did it.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
But I was like, well, that gives me an idea. Maybe I should try a panel.
Yeah.
Also give me a chance to meet lots of our fans, so.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and be there.
Yeah, the tens of people that follow me. So. But yeah, I really like to be part of the community of Star Wars podcasters that are a little bit low level in that they're not people with thousands of viewers, more like hundreds of viewers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me feel more. I like that we're a small kind of group.
Right.
Because it keeps from the haters coming after us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also we're just chill doing it. We're doing it for fun.
Of course.
Not really for any reason. In fact, I just celebrated the launch of season 8 of my podcast.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't believe I started in August of 2018. So this is the beginning of season 8. And it's been quite a ride, and I still plan on continuing for a long time.
Nice. Yeah, of course.
That's great, Brennan.
There'll be plenty more to talk about next year in Star Wars.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot coming out. I think I'll probably continue through the rest of this year at least, and then I'll wrap up, quote unquote, season 3 of the Reactorverse podcast, and then I'll.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been doing great over there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So with Halloween coming up, you guys got any Halloween plans or not really?
Well, I'm trying to formulate it. Like we're trying to do, we have the quizzes going, so I'm trying to see if we can put like some scary quizzes together. Right now, as we mentioned, we're trying to like navigate around the wedding and like me just staying in a headspace to like make it there.
Yeah. By the way, when is the wedding?
When is it? 10th, I believe.
It's next weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
So once we're back from that, I might be able to throw myself into like some more scheduling things of like getting things started for Halloween. I want to do a crossing the streams for like maybe just like talking about it could maybe just like horror movies in general, but also maybe about centers and weapons because of the two biggest horror films of the U.S. so far. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because our friends Brandy and Justin from the LGRA have got their wedding planned too, so it's wedding time.
Yeah, I'll be at their wedding on Halloween. So,
Oh, Halloween
and
wedding. Very
and
nice.
then the next weekend, Brandy and I are going to Rhode Island Comic Con. So
Nice.
we're gonna have fun.
Okay. Hopefully you're not gonna take her away from Justin, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's cool, Drew and Eric. That's really neat.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Are you keeping it kind of a small affair or what?
What's it say again?
Are you keeping it kind of a low key kind of thing, or?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, again, we're still figuring it out. We're still trying to even like comprehend like what we're going to be able to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
I always say keep it simple. That's just my thoughts.
Of course, yeah. That's the easiest way to keep it going.
Yeah, you see some of these weddings out there, and you go, "Oh my goodness!" Like I remember back in like what was it, early 2000s. My sister used to watch all those wedding planning shows.
All right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there were a lot of those.
And you go, "These are insane."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Nah, keep it simple." That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, though, I think we have to head out because I need to get back to work. I have a lot of work to get done between now and next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Congratulations.
Happy birthday, Brennan.
Thank you, and keep doing the great stuff you're doing at the Reactorverse.
Thank you. Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Catch you later. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's fun that we I think I met Drew because of the slowdown.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing her play, going, "This is an interesting person."
Oh yeah. Video Drew, my Schmodown soulmate.
Yes. Yeah. Did you ever think about competing?
No. I don't watch enough movies to
You
compete.
just like to sort of analyze.
Yeah, I just liked being a fan of it. I never watched enough movies to compete. I barely know enough about anything to do a video chronic quiz back in the day. So, although I still am very proud of myself for winning the Lord of the Rings quiz.
I believe you beat me by like 1 point.
I beat you and Marisol.
And that's saying something because we're
it
both
is.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I'm confident in doing somewhat of trivia. I believe we have a Lord of the Rings quiz coming up on the Reactorverse pop culture quiz soon.
Oh boy.
And I helped write it this time instead.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So
that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. It should be good.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. You know, it's interesting that we are now entering the holiday season. The year feels like it's gone by quickly.
Yeah, it does.
But it's also not. It's kind of weird.
I can't wait for this year to be over. A lot of really not great stuff has happened in my life this year. So I'm just ready for it to be Christmas, which is my favorite holiday, and then move on to 2026, which will hopefully be better.
It's funny because Christmas might be my favorite holiday, but I can't stand the weather.
You can't stand the weather. You're in
Well, that's true. I live in a nice place. You live where it's cold and muggy and
cold, probably snow,
humid.
It's gonna start getting cold here.
That's true.
Like,
I guess
tomorrow.
I shouldn't complain.
Yeah, it's gonna start getting cold here tomorrow, and then we've probably seen the last of the summer weather. which it
Well-
lasted till the beginning of October. So,
I was really hoping I'd get good weather at my birthday week.
mm-hmm.
The forecast is putting it around higher 70s next week.
That's not bad though.
Well, high 70s and clear, so it'll be very nice.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I didn't want it to be like a heat wave.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to be too cold. It's going to be just right.
Yeah. Well, it's going to start being like highs in the 60s here. A lot of rain for the next week. So,
Yeah, because you guys have already gotten kind of into the fall weather.
yeah. Yeah. Although it was 80 something here today.
We're still holding on to kind of the late summer.
Mm-hmm.
This happens where I live every year.
I mean, let's be clear, Brendan. Your winter is my very late summer here. So-
Yes, that's true. And I think that we get. I love where we live because we don't live too close to San Francisco. Because it's too cold in San Francisco for me.
Yeah, with the wind coming off the bay, I've heard that's pretty cold.
We live surrounded by hills, so we don't get the wind too bad. I mean, we get some wind, but not too
Yeah.
bad.
I live on the plains of Nebraska.
Yes.
It gets really windy here.
Yeah, very flat area.
I actually live in the sand hills, so there is a little bit of hills around here, but it not enough to break up the wind.
Yeah, but if you ever get the chance, I definitely love to visit you if you came out this way.
I will someday come out that way.
Yep. And I imagine that there'll be conventions or whatever and
Yeah.
other reasons to come out. I know that, like I said, I'm looking forward to Star Wars Celebration LA,
Mm-hmm.
but that only takes 5 hours for me.
Yeah, I'd love to go to a Star Wars celebration someday, but I just don't think there's going to be one that I'll be able to handle necessarily.
Yeah, it's a lot
Rhode
of people.
the
It's
only
a lot of
the only
people.
convention I've been to so far is 90s Con in Connecticut in March, and it was small. And there was a lot of people, and
Well,
so
here's
Rhode Island Comic Con in November is going to be a step up in size of the convention and everything, and we'll see how I handle it.
Yeah, the trick with Star Wars Celebration is to do everything while everybody's gathered around the main stage.
Yeah,
Everyone runs the main stage, you go off and do your thing.
mm-hmm.
And I also discovered it was weird at GalaxyCon. I got there about 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It was really busy, lots of people, long lines. I waited a little bit until once we hit about 3 and 4 o'clock, the lines died down. I don't know if that's what it's going to be like at Star Wars Celebration.
Something
But
like
at
that.
a lot of conventions, once you hit that late afternoon, things calm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been to a few. The first one I went to was Star Wars Celebration Anaheim 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Silicon in San Jose. And then FanX in Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And then was it GalaxyCon last year or GalaxyCon this year?
Nice.
Now that they have a GalaxyCon in San Jose. It only takes me like 15 minutes to get downtown.
That's nice.
And they have a nice drill sauce in the front, so.
Yeah. I totally agree with you in the chat, Captain Hopper. I'd rather it be cool than hot.
Yes. Well, I'm the other way, but that's just me.
Yeah. Cool, not cold.
Okay,
Specification there.
that I can tolerate.
So like when the highs in the low 60s, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But when it gets to highs in the 30s or below, I'm freezing.
Yeah, that's too cold for me. The coldest
Yeah.
it gets here, sometimes it'll drop down to the 40s. But on a typical like spring day, it'll get to the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I do live in a very nice place, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't complain too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the heat just because I get cold so easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that.
What I usually do in the summer is I'll get up when I'm done getting out of bed and stuff. I'll go outside, sit in the sun for a few minutes, come back in, and then later in the afternoon go out again.
Nice.
I actually do that whenever the weather is warm enough for me to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just sit in the sun for a few minutes and get warm and then go inside.
Nice.
Because I wouldn't want to stay at 90 degrees all day.
No.
Not all day. I'd like to stay at 90 for a few minutes.
Yeah. I think the hottest it got here this summer was 115, and no one should be outside when it's 115.
We've had a surprisingly mild summer.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever got above 100 degrees this summer.
Nice.
It did 2 years ago. It got to 113.
It's too hot.
And it was September. It was September 6th, I remember.
Yeah.
It got to 113. It broke all the records.
Mm-hmm.
Then our tower went out.
Yeah.
So it was funny because our tower went out at like 5 or 6. It stayed out for until about midnight. No, until about like 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It was still, we looked at the temperature when the sun went down. It was still the high 80s. But I was roasting in the house. So I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. And thankfully, even though it was 88 degrees outside, the breeze had picked up.
Oh, that's good.
And we live near a lot of trees, so we get a good breeze. So I just sat out on the porch in the dark and was like, oh,
Yeah.
this feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say it was agony that last bit before the sun went down.
Oh, yeah, I bet. But
thankfully we have good air conditioning in our house and stuff.
that's good. So do we. You have to have it here.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Phoenix in July
Oh,
for an
gosh.
event, and it was 126. And the event was out.
126.
The event was outside, and it was not comfortable at all.
I wonder if the people there are used to it.
They are. I still think it's hot, but they're used to it. I was
Yeah.
not.
Even I would be too hot.
Yeah, I was not. I was not used to it.
Yeah. Well, as we come to sort of the end of our stream, thank you everybody for watching. Hopper and Doug Clarendon, and a few others who were kind enough to hang out in the chat. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody who was in the chat. We had sorry, I'm scrolling through this thing.
It's okay. Chris
Actually, if you wanna
Ryans.
Scroll to the beginning. Chris Ryans, yeah.
Let's see who else was in here. Flaming Mushrooms was in
Yes, yes, thank you.
here. Eddie Nexus
Yeah, Eddie, thank you, Eddie.
and James Holmes was in here
Yeah,
earlier.
thank you, James, for being in here earlier.
That looks like
Thanks, of course,
everybody.
to Video Druid Eric. Thanks to the other Eric Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Justin Hamilton, and of course, thanks to you, Adelia.
Always a pleasure, Brennan.
Yeah, and I will try to come up with a topic for LGRN
Okay.
because it's been a year since I
It's
did
been a
one.
while.
And there's plenty of things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will probably be on Reactorverse
Rewatchers Council.
Rewatchers Council, wrong show. Probably in 2 weeks I'll be available.
Okay. Sounds good.
I just have to look at the list of episodes and see which ones.
Well, the one we didn't have it this week, for scheduling reasons. Next week we are doing the season premieres for Buffy season 5 and Angel season 2.
I think I'll skip the Duffy one.
That's fine. I don't
But
like that
I
episode
probably-
either.
I probably won't be able to make it for the Angel one either.
Okay.
Because of lots of family visiting and stuff.
Yeah.
But in 2 weeks, most certainly, because I'm looking forward to this season.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you, and thank you for all the support on LGRN,
Thank you for all the
Yeah.
support you give us.
and all the support you give to our show. With that all said, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I have enjoyed this immensely. I've enjoyed my 30s, and now it's time to move on to the adventure in my 40s.
It'll be fine.
And I'm looking forward to what my 40s is going to bring for Star Wars.
Lots of exciting stuff.
Lots of stuff, and other things as well.
Yeah.
So, of course, give this podcast a follow. Give the video a thumbs up if you like. You can. So, I do my short page turners they were not. Every week at least. And I also do a Star Trek podcast called Random Trek, which you can also find here. So thank you everyone for tuning in. My name is Brendan Marr, that noisy hearing's my ventilator. Thank you for tuning in to Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast, and this special stream. May the Force be with you.
Happy birthday, Brennan.